Prep time's over. Now you deploy to the war zone. Resurgence. Survive to redeploy fallen teammates. Kill to bring them back faster. Enemy dropping into the AR. Squad mate is redeployed. Well done. Get after it.
No way.
Your squad mate's back on station. Good work. You have reinforcements inbound. Enemy UAV is online. We've got 10 squads active in the field. Closing in. Redeployment. Squad mates back on station. Good work. squad mate is redeployed. Well done. Go get your revenge.
Oh, they're not fucking believable, bro. Unfucking believable. Oh my god, what is this?
Target of opportunity acquired. Weapons free. We'll give you another chance. Weapons free. Redeployed. Someone beat you to the punch. Objective is lost. Get it done. Enemy soldier incoming. You have reinforcements.
Guy's hacking.
Solid work, son. Objective is lost. Gotta be quicker than that. Additional target added while time remains. Your squad mate is redeployed. Well done. We're returning you to the front. Urgent. Contract fulfilled. Great job. Clearing other targets during contract timeline. Be advised. Still have squad mates outside the safe zone. Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies. Your squad mate went AWOL.
Yeah.
Fucking glue sniffing delusions of grandeur moron from down under. Matrix, you got to do something about this, man.
I've got a fence around
You
my
need
house
to
to stop
calm
them from
down.
coming in.
I got a fence around me.
Oh shit. Well, Where's this other guy? This porn jab or porn scum or whatever his name is. He's
On
been trying to speak.
scum.
Have you
Hey.
got?
No, I'm not asking you what I should do. I'm asking you how you did it. Where did you learn it? What were your sources?
I started by taking a physics class, several physics classes, some engineering courses. And then, after that, I had a pretty good foundation to start, reading a whole bunch of other things. So, talking to, I think it's Beer Man is what he goes by. He's done some really good work on refraction. And, I learned stuff from him. Ruhif, who was in here a second ago, is also a person who's done a lot of optical measurements. Shoebill, who's in the chat, you could talk to, and you could probably learn a lot from him.
Well, thanks for being honest, because I listed those. I listed 2 out of the 3. But thank you. All right. Thanks, Brandon.
And right now, we're getting major disclosure movements in the world. Like whistleblowers are coming out all over the world explaining exactly why it's reasonable to question the scientific mainstream. So I think it's an exciting time to be paying attention right now. For the first time, we have people in leadership that aren't going to fucking play the game that we've been forced to play for 60 years. So all this intellectual property they've been housing, all the money they've been taking from the United States or from Americans and from global investors, it's over. Like we're going back to a truly merit-based society, and that's a seed that will grow into something else 8, 10, 12 years down the line. And I find it mind-blowing that people aren't as excited as they should be right now. People have just lost trust completely. So,
with all due respect and no disrespect intended, can we get back on flat Earth instead of politics?
I don't understand how you guys don't see this like, first of all, I'm not talking about politics. I'm talking about current events, right? And how it connects to information and how we can see what's true and what's not true in the world and what systems are in place that are stopping us from seeing the truth. So politics is not a separate issue from flat Earth, brother. Sorry to tell you.
Tank, speaking of seeing the truth, have you heard of the Asch conformity experiment? So what happened was they wanted to see if people would conform. So they would place an individual surrounded by other individuals and then show them 3 different lengths of line and then ask which one was the longest. And then they would try to
What's the
see
name
if
of
they
this
could.
experiment?
Yeah, the Asch conformity experiment.
Ash?
Anyone should know? ASCH.
No, yeah, I've read about this. I just didn't know the name of it.
I've
Yeah,
heard about this. I just didn't know the
yeah, you
name.
see
Carry on.
people pick literally different size lines because everyone else did.
Yeah, essentially, 3 out of 4 would go against their God-given senses just to conform, and 1 out of the 4 was brave enough to stick with obvious reality. So essentially, that's what I believe what's happened with quote-unquote flat earthers.
I agree, man. 10,000%. But here's the thing, flat Earth could be real, right? That could be the ultimate truth they're trying to hide. We just don't know yet. And I think jumping ahead of the gate just because we have big questions and positioning our own intellectual ability and perception, that's the whole issue, right? They've tricked us into thinking that's reliable. So, like, I agree 99% with the flat Earth community, which is wild. Like, I defend you guys to normies all the time, but then I come in here and I can't stand like why we want to do this like real nuance debate on information we know is watered down, we know is misrepresented, right? They've had decades to even change the dictionary. So I'm at the point where I think the upper level classified scientific groups, like, they don't even speak the same language as us. So
That's right. Yeah, and it's amazing. I'm happy you're here, a part of the conversation. It seems like you're definitely aware of a lot what's going on. So,
The high level PhD stuff, PhD shit, they don't even know what's moving when you drop something. All they can say is the ground and the ball are getting closer together. They can't tell you if the ground's moving up, if the ball's moving down. Like, they don't know.
Yeah.
That's PhD level shit.
And they got to write 10 papers to appease the old guy that controls their credibility and funding before they can even have an idea. So they're all 80
Shouts.
and retarded by the time they. Sorry.
I was gonna say, shouts out to Zanuck, who thinks the ground's moving up towards the ball that you dropped.
It's like science. They're like, well, it works. It works to get us funding for this military contract.
I was just saying, the higher level guys, I feel like the higher level you're getting, the less you know, because they teach you in school that when you drop something, it is the thing that's accelerating. But then I guess if you get up to the PhD level, you got to just toss that everything they taught you in school, and you don't know which one it is. So I don't know who's lying to who here.
Yeah. The guy from Lockheed, I think everyone in here knows about that experiment probably. With the magnets bolted together. I've got the video of that still, him talking about it. When I see a guy that, like, at that age, that's done that much in their life, I just don't see a single reason for them to bullshit. As exciting as the attention seems. Has anyone seen the footage of the orbs in the Malaysian flight disappearing?
Yeah.
Man, I've been thinking about that a bunch the last couple weeks. It just looks so legit. I've been loading it up inside of video editors and stuff and seeing how they would make something like that. I just think it'd be $1 million plus project at least. Something crazy.
Tank, I take it you've seen the movie The Matrix?
Fuck yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, Tank's my favorite character. The brother that can see the code.
Wow. Have you seen the Animatrix, the prequel?
Dude, for some reason I've always seen that and thought it was like an off-brand thing. Should I watch that?
Oh, definitely. So it gives insight on why. One moment. So essentially, it gives insight to why they are where they are, why they're used as batteries. So it goes into essentially. Well, I don't want to spoil it for you, but it brings you up to speed from.
Oh shit.
Oh, it's amazing. My friend pointed it out to me, and it's worth watching, at least if you're a fan of the Matrix.
Yeah, no, how did I miss this? Fuck, I'm looking at it right now. The plot and stuff. I'm big into like finding movies because I think the best way for anybody to disclose is to tell a story, and it's only for those that with the ears to hear. Like China had a whole program that they went out and started heavily controlling like who was producing in media because of the stories that they started seeing. Oh crap, they're disclosing through anime, they're disclosing through TV shows, all this stuff. There's a whole theory in the deep web talking about if you're a fan of Hunter x Hunter. Apparently he didn't stop the anime because he wanted to. It's basically because China's not letting him because he's disclosing more information that the world's ready for if someone knew what to look for, blah blah blah.
Yeah, dropping Easter eggs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So intriguing because if you look at the Dark Continent and how that story goes, it's literally the same thing as like there's a hidden map, right? We only have a small portion of the continent or the planet we're even accessing.
Yeah. It seems logical to me. I was asking people the other day, if you were the king or queen or the inner council, would you literally hand over your known map to your enemy nations? Right, it doesn't seem logical.
Exactly. And you would want to do your
What
best to.
enemy nations though? They rule the world.
Well, it could be like we don't even know the scaling of nations. There could be nations 4 times our size, 10,000 miles away east on this plane we exist on.
Okay, but they're not giving the map to their own people.
Yeah, like they all would be in. It'd be like the insurance companies, how they take policies on each other, right? All these nations know about each other, and they keep the information classified from the populations. Well, even that is just purely right. I think you brought up just a good point. I was just theorizing how it'd be possible.
Yeah, nice. Great conversations here.
Dude, the idea that there's like thousands of species, there's an exploration mentality that used to exist in humanity that is probably just totally gone now. And imagine,
Absolutely.
right? And you spend 10 years exploring the world full of unknown dangers, how different would humanity be? We'd probably be a lot stronger, a lot smarter, right? A lot less just nothing what we are now. Like literally nothing. People call me
Yeah.
cheesy, but like Hunters and Hunter x Hunter are literal perfect examples.
Yeah, I'm not sure if this is true or accurate, but recently Donald Trump was talking about how America was ranked number 40 in of the top 40 of education.
Yeah, but ranked number one in cost per child.
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
It's bad. I mean, we're seeing I think it's up to like almost $1 billion that they've proven has been sent to just ridiculous stuff like transgender story time in California, propaganda reels in other countries.
Oh yeah.
The Doge is exposing a bunch of stuff. It's been a big litmus for me because, like, I put myself in a middle ground. I was like, okay, are we about to watch Elon do the low key takeover, or are they really trying to expose this system? And I don't think they're ever going to expose the system in any way that's like, like a freaking mic drop type thing, and everyone's gonna be like, oh shit, and we're getting some EBS on everything. But I think right now we have a chance of the seed being planted for actual, like, imagine a society where we have hyper competitive elections, right? There's no branding, there's no uniparty branding, all that's just gone, and we're just now looking for you know great men and women to come forward and lead. I feel like that's a huge seed that could be planted with some of the shifts that happen with disclosure and who gets access to classified information. And that's why JFK was shot. He tried to bring access to classified information to spec ops, to like young special operations officers. And they were like, nope, can't have tens of thousands of 28-year-olds finding out about what we've been doing. So they shot his ass. I mean, that to me, seeing that is just so obvious. So
Yeah, pretty unreal.
really is. Do you anybody catch the interview with the killer? Apparently, like it was scraped from the internet, but I saw it like 10 years ago. I didn't take it that serious, but now it's come back up. Like somebody found it
Yeah,
and reposted it.
the guy with the mustache, right?
Yeah, like dark. He's got like gray hair.
Yeah, oh, I think a ponytail.
Yep.
Yeah, too much detail to. He didn't come off as vague at all. He seems to have a great knowledge of everything that took place. So he seems credible, in
Yep.
my opinion.
I mean, and I've low key been obsessive over this on the side for like 5 or 6 years. I've seen every documentary I could find, and the common denominators with like his positioning compared to what like the real autopsy shows and the bullet directions and what everything happened, it fits perfectly. And you can go find this one's even harder video to find, but it's the guy that did the autopsy. He did a whistleblower video and explained it all, which is just crazy.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and I mean, we're like right now we're just waiting on public information requests. Most people in the government know about or have the JFK files now. It's about to get wild. It's like either the op is about to increase by 1,000, right? Like the fire hydrant of bullshit's about to turn up more than we've ever seen, or it's actual truth.
Yeah, we were talking about this earlier, Tank. I'm not sure if you saw the supposed before Trump was shot and hit in the ear, he put a video up online saying that he was showing the vision that Trump would be hit in the ear, go down, become born again, and then go on to win the election in a big way. He said he saw the red wave, and then he said shortly after, they're going to go after him by the economy. They're going to try to crash the economy. So far, his first two predictions came true. So it's just a matter of God's changed his will, if that's going to happen or not.
Yeah, I caught Brandon Briggs when all that happened. That was so interesting.
Yeah. The one theory is that he is a plant from the CIA, but I find that less likely. It's possible, but less likely. Yeah.
Well, we got. Did you
Because
see Gates' interview?
oh no, I don't think so. Who's that? Sorry.
Bill Gates.
Oh, which one? Yeah.
They snuck one on. It's like a morning show interview on like CNN or something.
Okay.
And I like to try to find, like, I got lucky and found this one, to be honest, but I always check it out if I see something like this. But he's talking about, what's going on with the government, how they're responding with Trump coming in and all this stuff. And they're all in like, you know, panic mode. They're in, what do you call it? Disaster solving mode.
Oh, yeah.
And Bill Gates said this exact quote. He said, with Trump coming in, he said, my company works with USAID, and we provide a lot of support for a lot of health issues around the world. He said, him removing that money, a lot of people are going to die if we don't fix something quick. So to me, that's him saying, "Oh, I actually have control over most of the population through my company. And if you remove our aid, a lot of people, we're going to kill a lot of people." Right? To me, that's him
Yeah.
calling. That's what they do.
That's an interesting way to put it for Bill. I think he could have rephrased that. But I see what you're trying to say. Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, and we know like the positioning. They've been going on MSNBC, all these morning shows that they've got
Yeah.
their loyalists watching. They keep pre-positioning that, with we already are at higher risk of pandemics right now, and with the president coming in and changing the systems we've put in to stop them, it's more likely for one to come out. So they're just pre-positioning right now for this next whatever they
Pandemic?
I agree.
What pandemic?
just get ready for one. They're
There never
pre-positioning.
was one. What are you talking about? You telling me you believe that the past 3 years, all that bullshit, you telling me you think that's real?
No, I'm
Okay.
talking about how they're using those or using attacks like that as a fear mechanism to regain power when they lose it.
Okay. When you say pandemic, you mean the fearing, the scare, the fear mongering. Okay.
I
'Cause
love the shit
I was
response,
about to say, I was about to say, if you're saying that shit was real, man. Anyways.
yeah, like seeing people still wearing masks and like talking about the
Yeah.
technology around. I'm like, no way. Like, it's just
Yeah.
story time.
Usually the Asians. I see mostly Asians still wearing masks.
It's bad.
Well, for them, it's because they feel like they've been bullied, perhaps, right? And they don't want to be like targeted by randoms.
Yeah.
So, but
Mm.
yeah, for sure.
Now a lot of people who like to be anonymous use that as an excuse, I think.
yeah.
I've got a mask that says in a Crusader text on the front, it says, "My other mask doesn't protect you either."
Hey, listen. What is this I'm hearing Donald Trump trying to take over Gaza? Anybody heard about that? What's going
Yeah,
on there?
they're gonna do a business deal, man. He's saying he said we're gonna take all the military context out. We're gonna bring peace in with a business deal. I'm like,
Oh
okay.
shit. Is that what he said?
Yep. He said they're gonna relocate everyone in Gaza to a safe place they can live their lives out. I'm just saying they're playing because I listened to it, and
Uh-huh.
and they're gonna build Gaza up and do something. And here's Trump's words: "We're gonna do something amazing with it."
Right. Like what?
Yeah, I'm thinking a tourist thing. They're gonna bring a bunch of Americans there so they can have a terrorist blow them up and start the World War III. I don't know, dude. I think it's crazy. Not Netanyahu was shocked. If you saw the live stream, Netanyahu looked at him like with a slightly incredulous look.
Netanyahu, yeah.
Yeah,
Netanyahu.
freaking insane what's going on right now too. The budget shifts are insane. Like if you have a job right now in the like if you're a specialist or if you're like a trades person, there's a great chance your income's just gonna double this year.
Oh, Sweden should move to America. No, they should make Canada America. They should take over Canada. Hey, Trump, take over Gaza, take over America. I mean, Canada, take over Ireland, fucking Iceland, whatever. Fuck it, just take over everything except Russia. Leave Russia alone. They'll fuck you. Yeah, leave
So
China and Russia alone. The rest you can do whatever.
if we get some capacity of control over the Panama Canal, Greenland, and we get the cartels out of Mexico, shit's gonna be so different. Like the cost to export, the cost to import, like we're actually gonna be competitively making an insane amount of money compared to any time in the past. Like we gave Panama Canal to Colombia, or it may have been a different country down there. I think it was Colombia for $1 with like agreements. So I think it's a good point that Trump's bringing that up. He's just like, but anyway, that's a different topic. But
That's so related. It's all related. Give me my fucking money. Give me my
yeah,
fucking crypto. You know what I mean? Just like fucking, let's go, baby. Let's do this shit faster. I'm tired. I'm tired
yeah,
of
dude,
4 years of bullshit, man. Let's go.
just pump it. I'm stoked about it, man.
Just fucking do it. Right
I'm
now's the
excited
time to
about the
buy.
others. How much have you bought? Are you in?
Well, I bought enough. Don't worry, I'm good.
Nice.
Time to buy more now.
I sold a
Before
bunch
the
to buy a
14th.
truck.
Yeah, see, you see, buddy, I have more than enough to buy a car, and I'm like, you know what? I ain't fucking even looking at a car right now, because I'm gonna keep that bitch growing, you know?
Yep,
Keep
I did it
growing,
7
baby.
years ago, and I'm a dumbass.
So I don't fuck. I'm like, yo, bro. I can buy a really nice fucking car. I just don't. I'm like, yo, bro. I'm stupid if I fucking waste all this money on a fucking car when I can just hold it and then get fucking real money, you know?
Yep, my brain told me buy car, get rid of car payment. That'll pay me for sure X amount a month for, but I
Yeah.
could pay 5 car payments with what I would have made.
Yeah. Exactly.
Did the same shit when I worked at Apple when I was a kid too. I didn't learn my fucking lesson. My coworker bought a bunch of Bitcoin, and he got ended up with like 150 grand like the next
Hmm.
week. Is insane. I just
Yeah.
never learned my lesson.
Always buy, buy, buy. Never sell, sell, sell. Don't even trade. Just buy, buy, buy. Accumulate. Diamond hands. Bitcoin's always gonna go up.
Genius.
Always buy the dips. Always buy the dips. That's it.
I'm gonna start collecting Coke cans and trying to buy Bitcoin with it. Because
XRP is
technically it's
also
like
great.
2,000.
XRP is actually a good buy right now. It's like $2 or some shit.
I've heard some breakdowns on XRP that get me excited.
Yeah, yeah. Near future, $100. Maybe fucking 5 years from now, maybe 1,000. Maybe like later on down the line, 10,000 a coin. Who knows? Maybe like even Bitcoin style. You know how Bitcoin grew just from $1 to like 10 to 100 to 1,000 to 10. Like just it's a progressive thing, you know?
Yeah. And see, what's crazy is we actually haven't seen, I think I talked to you about this the other day. We haven't seen the the government and the private sector really pick a coin yet. So like
Mm.
when the US picks a coin,
They
like
already
fully,
did. Okay, it's H bar. Fucking, there's like six of them. Out of six of them, man. It's fucking XRP, H bar, fucking CMOS, um, Stellar Lumens, fucking Cardano, and Solana. Right? Those are the six coins that were presented to the Builder Group Foundation or the Builder Group like fucking like I don't know 4 or 5 years ago. They were all given a piece of paper, right? And they said these are the coins you guys should all invest into, right?
wow.
Builder burgers, yeah. And I bought all of them. I bought them fucking all.
That's a great piece of information right there.
And I keep holding them. Yeah, man, I fucking made money on those. All of them. I didn't lose any money on any of them. I made money on all of them.
Yeah, I mean, I heard from a guy I've been following for a long time. He explained that XRP was set in stone almost as the future coin they're going to tether most stuff to through the government. And I don't know why he believed that. I mean, he broke it down pretty thoroughly, but seeing now, I think he was pretty accurate. But which coin will the United States pick? Like, I don't
Well,
think it's
no, well, I
Bitcoin.
mean, they need what do you call it? They need to replace the Federal Reserve coin, right? So they need to replace the petrodollar. So they're gonna use Bitcoin backed currency. So Bitcoin is gonna be the gold. So it's like Bitcoin back.
And see, he was saying that they're going to immediately link gold and silver back to Bitcoin. So Bitcoin right now is showing us where gold and silver will eventually be.
Good.
That shit blew my mind. I've been buying gold and silver instead of coins now. But I might be losing. Who knows? You know? I just don't trust
Diversify.
Bitcoin, man. I just don't.
Diversify.
Like,
No, Bitcoin's the only way to. No, man, Bitcoin's the safest bet. What are you talking about?
I know. I think I'm illogical about it. Like, I studied cybersecurity forensics, and I've had 10, 15 years to kind of simmer and research. So I feel like I know what's possible with AI assisted. I don't know what's possible. I just know that nothing is going to be really impossible with
Well, you talking
AI
about to crack it?
and not necessarily cracking it, but changing it in a way that may surprise people. That's all I'm thinking about. I don't know exactly what type of thing they could slip into it, but there's a reason they haven't. Um, there's a thing they do. It's like a federally credited currency or whatever. Right now, it's still like they haven't technically chosen a coin, and I think until they figure out like the announcement of this AI system and Trump talking about Bitcoin at the same time, I think they have to have the AI infrastructure to be able to implement like fraud restrictions and the parameters they need for a currency to be relied on. So like how much it changes as they roll those systems into it, that's what I'm interested in seeing. A lot of people are worried about being like you'll be forced to pay some sort of government tax to transpose it from whatever coin everyone is convinced that is the government coin. Because once it shifts into that system, it'll be a process. Like you have to log into an account and move it all in there, or it'll be a cash it out type thing, and then it'll be people picking their poison. Like how much, what's the cheapest process I can do? Because most people have massive lump sums. Does that make sense?
Well, the thing is, like, I mean, they're gonna try and centralize all this shit, but the people that already know how to be decentralized, they're not gonna get affected, I don't think. Like, I'll still keep my crypto, and if I need to feed into the system, I'll feed into the system somehow. You know what I mean? I'll find my way in, but I will never I will never put all my money into the fucking decentralized system. I'll always be decentralized with all my crypto, if you know
Yeah.
what I mean.
Yeah. If you've got it
That's
on an airspace drive, you know how to do that. I think that's a nice insurance barrier because you would never be forced to transpose it in any way to gain access to it.
what do you mean airspace drive? What do you mean by airspace drive? What are you talking about?
It's a drive that's just never connected to the internet. You can set it up to store your Bitcoin.
Okay, so like an offline wallet.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, and
It's an old term for hackers, airspaced.
okay, and my question is, what are you telling me? If I keep my shit on just like Exodus, you know the Exodus wallet?
I'm not familiar with that one.
Okay, it's like Trust Wallet. You know Trust Wallet?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, it's a decentralized wallet, right? You understand what that means, right?
Yeah, you're probably good there because I think they're doing the same thing.
Yeah, they
They're
can't
keeping
lock
it.
it down. They can't lock it down because you're connected directly to the blockchain through that wallet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The only way that they'll lock any of these wallets down is they're gonna have to go into the company that provides these wallets, right? And they're gonna tell it to like reprogram the wallet, give everybody that fucking update, and fuck everybody. You know what I
Well,
mean?
no, it's well, yeah, but that's not even really a risk. Like everybody, it'd be impossible for them to lose, like to take your coin from you or move it anyway. But they can tax you when you transpose it into usable, like in a
Right.
transaction.
Yeah, that's what I
So
know. I
a lot
know.
of yeah, yeah. So a lot of people are just trying to find out where, what form it needs to be to dodge the taxes.
Yeah, as
Which,
long
dude,
as, well, I mean, you never dodge the taxes. As soon as you buy something, you're paying taxes. So regardless, as soon as you fucking buy something, you're paying taxes.
well, like example, like you have a 401k. Anytime you roll that out, you're paying fat taxes. It'll be similar with Bitcoin. Like everyone with a big chunk sum will be like, "Oh shit, I owe the the value of a house in taxes. What the?"
Right, but that's the thing. Like, that's if they know you hold that much, right? But if you're in a decentralized wallet that's not linked to your name, it's not linked to anything, man, how the fuck would they tax you on that?
And that's the thing. They're trying to. This is the scary part. Like I don't think they're willing to roll it out truly until they can tax it on a money ID, right? So they're gonna keep the users anonymously, but money's gonna have to be taxed. And that also ties into like why I think they're trying to change the way taxes work so heavily, because it's just not realistic to try to tax people at the way we do now and apply it to Bitcoin. It's just that whole context is, I think it's a really, if you really do have a lot, it might be worth it to see what people are finding out about that and find out what the big call is going to be, because I think people are going to figure it out, or a lot of people will figure it out before it's too late, if it's a
I mean,
problem.
dude, you could get rid of capital gains and income tax. There's tons of taxes you can get rid of by doing other things. You know how much money the Pentagon spent on sushi last year?
It's annoying.
You know how much we spent to promote LGBTQ in Guatemala or start a Sesame Street in Iraq?
8 million.
Ridiculous, dude.
Yeah.
Anyways, does anyone know how many items, individual items get sold in America each day or each year or any kind of number like that?
No idea.
That'd be a dope number to find out, because
It would. Let's say
if we
350
need
million
to,
people.
if you want to get rid of income tax, like we need to get 2.6 trillion somewhere, and if you could put like just a nickel tax on everything, like who gives a fuck? You know what I'm saying? Just paying a nickel tax on everything and then get rid of income tax, that'd be huge.
That's sneaky smart.
That's what I like to call stupid smart.
Yeah. Like common sense just fucking slaps sometimes.
You know what I'm saying? Raise tariffs, you get a few bucks there. Put a little tax on every individual item sold. You probably, I mean, that would probably just put it over the top. It's got to be like we got to be selling like 1 trillion items a day. Every single item that gets sold in America, it's got to be like 1 trillion items a day. No?
Yeah. At least, let's say everyone buys 2 things every day, and then someone's buying a lot more than that, but just average it. That's getting close to a billion right there, 600 or 700 million.
Are you guys talking about crypto though?
Yes, we were. Love crypto talk. Can't wait till XRP goes to 100.
Let's go. I got some XRP. Hit it.
Good job.
Let's show a
Good
little
job.
hustle.
Let's go 100, baby. Let's go. Buy daddy a new car.
XRP. It's going to 2,000. That's the ultimate price target. It's 2,000.
When? Give me a date. Give me a date.
2030.
Fuck.
2030.
Fuck. 5 years from now, bro.
Have you guys seen the history of the Dow by any chance? It shows like the order of magnitude, like when it's kind of like the cold water coming to the top of the lake. So like if we look at previous currency systems in relation to Bitcoin, you could say the DAO is like the same scaling. And when it jumps, it doesn't usually go in like, you know, small
Yeah.
increments. Right? It usually goes in order of magnitude once the world legitimizes it. So I mean, we could see 10, 100x type stuff, you know, 1000x. So that's why I think there's going to be such a large system that they're going to try so hard to put in place first, because they're, I don't know, but also if they're really creating it to create freedom, it's going to create the most millionaires in history all of a sudden. You're going to see the most free freaking world ever. What better way to cause disclosure than to give 20 million people across the globe unlimited money? Somebody's going to go start pressuring the system. That's what I think.
Somebody still needs to take out the garbage, you know? Fuck, come on, man.
Hey. You see
Like we can't all be millionaires, you know? Shit.
You see they enacted old piracy laws for the cartel?
No, but I thought he was gonna make them all terrorists.
He did.
There
There's another senator. There's another senator that enacted like a constitutional piracy law. So now like it's legal to go like a group of mercenaries anywhere in the world could go and attack the cartel, take their money, take their resources, and as long as they share with the United States government, like we're gonna turn a blind eye to it.
That's pretty crazy.
It really is.
So there's gonna be bounty hunting now, eh? Holy shit.
Straight up. I follow this guy that's trying to like map it. You know, he's like trying to see if any events are happening. And I'm just stoked to find out one day, like wake up and just see like a fucking raid happening in the cartel.
Yeah. There'll be a lot of unhappy people, that's for sure.
Oh man, the shit the cartel has done to generations of families is horrible. Everybody knows that though. The tire around the neck fire.
Oh yeah, that's called ringing.
Yeah, oh I didn't know there was a term for that.
Yeah, ringing's big in Africa.
Messed up.
Well, I mean, they ring the criminals, you know. Somebody did something bad, and then they ring them, and then the whole village watches it. Yeah.
Damn,
Crazy.
everybody gets traumatized.
So no, to them it's actually normal. That's like the punishment. It's like for criminals and shit, like murderers, rapists. You know, you get caught for doing some fucked up shit. Yeah, they ring your ass. And then the whole village stones you and shit while the ring of fires. Like, bro, I've seen all kinds of crazy shit.
Yep. Fucking melt your face off.
Oh, it gets pretty fucked up.
Hell yeah, dude. When I was a kid, I got traumatized by LimeWire and the dark web videos.
Yeah, there you go. We're talking about that type of shit. Okay. That shit's all over. Well, you don't even need, bro. Trust me. You don't need to go on the dark web to see some crazy shit.
My friend Cody Belcher's like, "Hey, bro, come look at this video." I'm like, what the fuck? Fucking rough times. No, when I was studying cybersecurity and forensics, some of my classmates, I learned I think it's literally one of the big a seed that was planted. Why I like to explore and find new ideas, because now I know there's all this shit. But just being in that class, I was finding about 10, 20 new ideas from all these different smart minds every day. It was insane. That's why I wish we would really fix our education system in some way, because just the fact that we get around each other as humans in the context of learning, like shit happens you don't expect, like conversation, overlapping ideas, shit like that. I think that's really the only value in education at this point. But hopefully that changes. What do you think about health insurance, bro? Deken?
Damn.
Scam?
Yeah, well, I mean, everything's a fucking scam until you need it.
Yeah, right. So it's like,
I mean, trust me, like it's if you're smart enough, right, you would save money enough so that just in case you have like a rainy day pocket money thing, you know what I mean? You don't need insurance. Yeah, I don't pay health insurance. I'm in Canada. They take that shit away from. They take that shit from me anyways.
yeah. The only thing that attracted me about health insurance was basically using it as a way to get cash value that's tax exempt. Like that was, but I was never like smart enough or wealthy enough to invest in any of it. But now that I know, hopefully all that's about to just melt away. It's not gonna be relevant. But before, like many years ago, I'd convince myself, like, dude, I gotta figure out how to use these loopholes. Like, if I want to own anything, if I want to counterbalance any of the negatives of owning anything or investing, you have to have your money in a health insurance policy. And that's what all the large companies do. That's where all the money is. Literally where all the money is. Like during the bank bailouts, insurance companies. And they have policies out on each other. So they just, if one of them fails, they just have a policy on the other person. They pay it out in cash value. And this, like the scam part of it is the fact that they are the only one. They're like the only people in the world that have government backing and can sell a fictitious product.
I mean, yeah. I mean, on top of that, like even let's say car insurance, right? Like if you get into like a fucking was it liability? How much you're liable for? You know what I mean? Sometimes it doesn't fully cover anything, right? Sometimes it depends on what, and then it's just gets all fucking too technical for no fucking reason too. But that's because they don't want to pay out, you know? The insurance companies never. That's not their fucking goal. Their goal is not to fucking give you guys money, that's for sure.
Gatekeep.
Yeah, man, it's some bullshit.
And as skeptical as I am, I'm real excited about like Pam Bondi and Pete Hegseth, some of these nominee choices, because they're looking at systems like the healthcare system. They're looking at these systems where Americans have been targeted and not been. And this is a generational thing. There are thousands of families that have lost land, that have lost generational ownership as a result of insurance companies. And knowing that they're going to be willing to look at insurance companies, they're going to be willing to look at big pharma. They don't give a shit what kind of, agreement or NDA you have with people. They're gonna find all this crap. I think.
MVP.
Gets me excited. Have you heard of Patrick Bet David?
I think so. I heard the name.
I found him, like he does a podcast, kind of like middle ground, maybe a little bit conservative, and he's had like all the whistleblower people come on there. He's had a bunch of different like, political nominees, blah blah blah, all this stuff. But he built his own insurance agency, and he's like one of the first billionaires to come from like a different country, blah blah blah, like all this stuff. So he's got like a name for himself around the insurance company, and he does a podcast, like a non-video podcast that's kind of less popular, but he interviews like crazy shit, like IRS agents, like ex-Raytheon employees, like all this shit. Um, and he's been talking for a long time about how the insurance agencies need a renovation. They need people to come in and pressure them and expose how much of a scam it is. So I'm like kind of in a position where I've seen enough information where I think everything's about to change so much, it's gonna be shocking.
Bro, I hope so, man. I'm tired of the fucking past 4 years, past fucking all that corona shit, man. I'm fucking tired of that motherfucking. Yo, it pushed me back so fucking much. Like I was getting ahead in life so fucking far, and then it just pulled me fucking back so much, and I'm like, yo, you motherfuckers. You motherfuckers.
Same.
You motherfuckers. I can't fucking believe that shit.
Bro,
Cocksuckers.
I got so depressed. It was bad.
Wasted 3 fucking years of my life playing games. Anyways, I was playing games smoking weed. But anyways, still, motherfuckers, I was progressing my life. Fuck.
Yep. I had like 25 or 26K saved up, and my truck broke at the same time that prices went up for everything. So like
Oh,
something that should, yeah, so something that should have cost me like 5 or 6 grand ended up costing me 12 grand, bro, to fix my truck.
that really fucking sucks.
It was insane. So I like lost half, or I lost half my nest egg, and then the cost of life just has gone up. So I'm just sitting here like, all right, Lord, I'm just gonna keep my eye open. Just let me know. Keep an eye out for these doors you're trying to open.
Fuck, tell me about it. But anyways, God helped me throughout everything, man. I'm in a good position now. Fuck. So I thank God every fucking day I wake up, man.
10 seconds.
Same. I used to be an absolute degenerate.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Somewhere around like 26 or 27. I just had like this crazy awakening, man. Have you ever heard anybody say that?
Yeah, everybody has awakenings here, bro. It's like fucking, it's like the thing. It's
Yeah.
like the fucking thing everybody has. These fucking awakenings.
It was insane. I went from like, I don't even know how to explain it. Like a good example is like I literally was like a porn star, bro.
Nice. Like you
Crazy.
have like videos on fucking Pornhub and shit. Is that what we're saying?
Basically.
Ha
Trying to get taken down for so long.
But as long as they don't see your face, who cares? Hey, yo.
And it's hard to tell it's me because I was young, but
There you go.
either way, that's how I made my first $1 million. By the time
Oh. No way. No way. First mill, porn? Makes sense.
And now I'm like, it's just stupid. I just have so much, what is it, self-shame about it. You know what I mean? It's like, why did I not do anything else?
Well, I mean, hey, bro. How much, you as a man, how much shame? I mean, was it homosexual porn or was it like straight porn?
It was straight. I mean, the problem was, like, most of my viewership.
So then what's the fucking problem? As long as it's not homosexual porn, jeez Christ, then you're good, bro. So you're slamming pussy on video, that's it. Who cares?
Well, I don't know. Like, I've gotten over it as more time has gone by. But initially, like, especially when I would, like, try to pray, I'd be sitting there like...
You're going the Christian route, bro. God exists, but God's not that, like, punishing when it comes to shit like this. Come on, man. That's the Christian view's fucked up.
Yeah, that's what I realized. And as crazy as this sounds, it's like, the process, like, all the things I saw, right? Like, I met Kevin Bacon's fucking acting agent. Like, he put me through acting school for like 8 months.
Nice.
Yeah, I got to meet a fuckload of the Hollywood producers. Saw what kind of monsters are in there.
Oh, you saw Satan. Nice.
I mean, dude, it's crazy. They had my first script read, bro. They had me play this transgender named Josh.
Ha! 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 He's getting serious now, bro. Ha! 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 Okay, now I know where the shame is coming from. Now I get it. Okay. Ha! 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 Ha!
And so, like, I
shit.
convinced myself, you know what? I can do any script. It's not that big a deal. Right?
Oh shit. I don't know, man. Acting's kind of like you have to kind of disassociate. And once you disassociate, you fucking it's like I don't know, because I'm like, bro, I'm pretty like when it comes to like brain function and shit, like I'm a pretty fucked up person, right? So like I study like psychology too pretty well. So when I'm talking about like disassociation, like I know how to disassociate, right? And it's like one of the best things you can do for acting, right?
Yeah. That's such a freaking genius point. I was in there doing the script read with like 40 people, right, all part of the script, and the director of Sharknado 2 is in there. Okay? And at the end of it, this is like how I got basically like, I lost my opportunity through this, but I mean I just like snapped all of a sudden. I was like, okay, can I ask a question really fast? They're like, yeah, sure, Andrew. You know, like being nice and stuff and go lucky, and I'm like, is there like can we find out like who wrote the script? And then the writer of the script is like in the chat. He goes, oh, it was me. And I had a check in my brain go off. I was like, wait, okay, I'm glad I didn't say anything bad first. I was like, wait, no, I'm just gonna be fucking honest. I was like, okay, man, I wasn't gonna say anything unless I knew you were in here, but straight to you, like, this is the most degenerate script I have ever seen in my life.
What was it about?
It was basically like a story of, so me as Josh, the transgender,
Yeah.
I got like swept off my feet by this like rich Middle Eastern guy, and the whole script is like some fantasy of being, you know, swooned by your, like if you're a gay, you know, like a gay.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So there was a homosexual fucking script. So yeah, you were doing homosexual porn.
There's like
Yeah,
you know what I mean? There's like a bunch of normal people in there. Like when I went through the interview process and like met everyone and stuff, everyone was just so normal. And then everyone just kind of was like cool with doing this hypersexual script all of a sudden.
Well, yeah, but that's how it goes, bro. Jesus Christ.
Yep. But I got dude, here's something crazy. I got an email. Have you ever heard of the show The Glades? I had not.
Not really.
Yeah, it's like some show on AMC or whatever. It's like
I don't watch TV, bro. Last time I watched TV was like fucking, swear to God, like 15 years ago.
Yeah, me either. But I didn't even know about the show, but he's like one of the actors in that show. And he was in that chat. I didn't really meet him or know about him, but he sent me an email. He's like, bro, I agree with you totally. He said, but if you want to work in this industry, he was like, you just got to play the game. And I was like, holy fuck. But I had already lost.
Yeah, you have to bend over, they tell you. Bend over. If you don't bend over, bye. See, I'm not the type, I would never bend over, man. Fuck that.
Me either, dude. Fuck that. 100%.
Fuck that, bro.
Like,
fucking... It's not for me, friends.
And they could all tell, like, after I did one of the script lines that was just so gay, I was like, I was not in it. I was just sitting there like, what am I doing?
Yeah, that's obviously. That's crazy, bro.
It was so weird. And then, like, knowing about all the claims that Hollywood's just full of groomers.
Oh, yeah. I know what to say that. It's pretty fucked up. It's pretty fucked up. Oh shit, I'm like...
Man. I was, lost my train of thought.
So, like, you lived in California-ish?
Well, I lived in San Francisco for like 7 months.
Yeah, San Fran, yeah, exactly.
Lived in Hayward, like outside of San Francisco. Yeah, I took the train into the city a couple times. That was enough. That was a red pill for me. I didn't make it long there, and I just came running back to Arkansas.
Alright. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to last in like a liberal city like that. I mean, I live in a liberal city in Canada though, like, but still, like, America's pretty more liberal in certain parts. But I like the conservative areas. Like, I wouldn't mind living in Florida.
Dude, Florida's sick. I'm planning on buying land in the next 5 years and highly considering getting land in Florida.
Wow, we're getting fucking smoked in this game. Holy shit.
Oh yeah, smoking some cookies.
Wait, tell me about it. I smoke marijuana also. I smoke quarter pounders though. Like, I smoke, man.
I smoke like, I've gotten good at managing it.
Well, that's the one thing, yeah, I'm not really like, I'm not managing my marijuana. I love to smoke copiously, so I have to buy like quarter pounders. Like, I have to buy quarter pounders, yeah. Because if I don't buy quarter pounders, I'm losing money.
How old are
So,
you?
I'm 40 years old almost. Well, 37. Almost 40. I gotta fucking smoke quarter pounders, bro.
Probably smoke like a quarter a week, every 5 days right now.
I'd smoke 3.5. A quarter's to 3.5, right? So 3.5, I'd smoke in like in less than a day. Take 7 grams. I'll smoke 7 grams in like fucking in a day.
Smoking bleezies.
What do you mean? I smoke the I roll my joints, man. Just roll joints, straight big fat joints, fuck. But I bought like the last quarter pounder I bought was a $300 quarter pounder. That's a good quarter pounder. $300 quarter pounder is quality quarter pounder. We're talking about like minimum 20% THC. You know what I'm saying? There's on a good bud there. Oh, that's some really good shit.
Man, for me to get a QP in my state, it's so much money. It'd probably be around 800 or a grand in Arkansas.
Well, yeah, and that depends on the quality too, right? Like if the low grade's always cheaper, right? Yeah. I mean the highest grade. If I want high grade, holy shit, I can spend fucking 1,000 on a quarter pounder for like the highest grade. Like we're talking about some super high grade. We're talking about shit that's so fucking insane. But I don't need that shit. Like that's too much. Like it's pointless smoking shit. That's waste of money.
Yeah, I like 18, 19, 20-ish.
Yeah, I mean, like, see, that's the thing. What you have to do is like you have to clean your system, right? And then start smoking and then hitting like a plateau and always smoke that plateau. Don't go any higher. But for me, I plateau too hard. That's why I
It's
can
okay,
say.
I didn't want to pressure you though. I
Yeah, I
figured you.
plateau so hard.
You
Fuck yeah.
yeah,
I'm like, go ahead.
you hit the nail on the head, bro. Cause I had to take a year break, and then I came back, and now I'm able to do these like smaller blinker bowls like every couple hours. So I'm smoking like maybe a gram a day versus where I used to smoke like 3 or 4.
Yeah.
But if I had the money, I probably wouldn't give a fuck. I just know
Mm.
it's frugal.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm to the point where it's like I can't afford these quarter pounders, right? And smoke them without stopping. Like, and that's the problem that I'm having is like I'm having these quarter pounders in front of me, and it's like I can't I don't stop smoking them. Bella, иди на место. Что ты нахуй делаешь? Иди, сука, на место. Блядь, нахуй. Fucking dog.
You got to get
Yes.
OCD about how much like efficient smoking. You know what I mean?
No, I can't do that. I have this I have this personality, right? It's
Yeah.
all in or nothing. So I usually quit. No, but I quit. Like I quit a lot. Like I've quit weed so many times. And then eventually I get bored with life and I'm like, you know what? I want to smoke. And then I start smoking again like crazy.
Feel that.
Life just gets boring, man. Fuck. So I
So
gotta
true.
smoke.
What games did you play?
Oh, I play the best games only.
That's pretty much what I did. I stuck to like the good BRs until the population falls off, and
No, that's what I'm saying. I only play Warzone because that's the only BR right now that's good. All the other ones suck ass. I love Warzone. Warzone's the best. And
yeah,
then
I've got like 4 or 5K hours in that.
and then yeah, World of Warcraft. I used to play World of Warcraft like a fucking boss. Like you don't understand. I'm a gladiator high warlord. Like I'm fucking crazy. Like rank 1 high warlord. No, rank 1 gladiator. Fucking I have that season 1 mount. Nobody has that fucking mount. But anyways,
I maxed in Azeroth.
what do you max in Azeroth?
Oh shit, what did I do?
What do you max?
I just
I
got
mean,
like max level and got to top max
oh,
tier.
yeah, yeah. So you just barely played the game. Fuck it. Bro, I'm talking about I did vanilla WoW High Warlord. That's my big achievements, right? So vanilla High Warlord was one of the hardest fucking achievements you can get in that game because the ranking system was so fucked up. You literally had to grind in order to beat all these motherfuckers that were grinding for the same shit. I had to do like 16-hour days in battlegrounds for like 3 fucking months. So I was like barely fucking sleeping, and I was just in the battlegrounds, just fucking tearing shit up. People knew exactly. Yo, I was famous in World of Warcraft. Like my character, Deacon Frost, bro, that motherfucker, they know that mage. People would fucking. I remember in Warsun Gulch, I'd be fucking always going away from my team. My 9 people would go to the right side, and I'd be by myself going to the left. I'm going to the left against 10 motherfuckers in front of me. And all those 10 motherfuckers, instead of going straight at me and killing me, no, they decide, hey, let's go fight with those 9 guys right there because this motherfucker's crazy. And they're like, and you know how I know this? Is because Ventrilo, like voice chat, where people used to use voice chat, right? And everybody knew each other in these battlegrounds because the servers were like closed servers, right? So then I would hear the voice comms, like I would hear them talk about this shit, you know? That's I was like, I didn't know this, but somebody came and told me that that was happening. Because they knew what would happen. Like as soon as they come close to me, I was such a crazy fucking mage, people explode right in fucking 2 seconds. You know?
Yeah, it's not worth losing 3 guys right now just to kill this guy. Might as well run for our lives.
Well, yeah, I mean, no, because yeah, I'd fuck them up. No, I was crazy. I was fucking nuts, bro. Like I had the timing, I had the cooldowns, everything. When I was really in my prime, because it's all like millisecond timings, right? And when you have like, what do you say, like. If you do like, because I do like to outplay multiple guys at the same time as a mage, so it's like you'd freeze, polymorph, right? Start fucking damaging the one guy that's not the healer or trying to kill the. No, you never kill the healer because the healer will always out heal the mage, right? So you always crowd control the healers, start fucking up the DPS. Anyways, yeah.
My buddy played a bunch. I was always playing RuneScape.
Yeah, fuck RuneScape. That's garbage.
It's so much
Yeah,
better than any other MMO by a lot.
nah, man. World of Warcraft's the best, but
It's really
so
not.
no, WoW's the best. WoW is bro, WoW is
It was
literally
good.
no, it
It was
still is.
good for a short time in vanilla.
Still is.
Now shut up, like
There's no better MMORPG. Name one fucking MMORPG that's better than WoW. I'll wait.
RuneScape.
No, garbage.
No, yeah. We just disagree.
No, it's because kids found
Dude, there
RuneScape.
used to be a better one. There used to be a game called
No.
EverQuest Online Adventures for the PlayStation 2.
That's that's outdated trash. Has no they can't even compare to WoW. You crazy?
It tells me
Not
a
even
lot about
online anymore. That's why I said there used to be.
yeah. That's what
But
tells
it's
me a lot about what you value in games.
no well, listen, that's what I'm saying. You know how many hours I've played in WoW? That's what I'm saying. I value my
Yeah,
games.
well, let me ask you this, because I always want to relate to you. The
Bro,
original WoW
Jesus Christ.
was legendary, right? And what
Listen.
is it?
I can
What is
do
it?
this, right? So I can do this, right? I can share my screen right here. Okay, I'm gonna load up because I don't have my account, right?
I don't know. We don't have to make a thing out of it. You know, I'm
No,
just
no, no,
saying.
no, 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 because I can, because it's awesome. I love doing this shit. Hold on. I can just do this.
Doing what?
You'll see in a second. I just have to update the game. Fuck.
Like WoW is basically it just has very little like in-game rewards. You basically are just grinding to get up to a point to do activities with your friends. Their end game is just a total fall off.
Whoa, 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 whoa. How
Their
much World
main
of Warcraft have you played, friend? Let me ask you
Yeah, but
that.
I don't think that you know what you're talking about, seeing as to how you can take World of Warcraft gold that you make in game, turn it into Battle.net balance, and buy any Blizzard game, including Call of Duties, anytime you want. I don't think you understand
That's
what you're talking
exactly it.
about. And it takes
That's
very
exactly it.
little time to make $15 on World of Warcraft, but 10 minutes at tops.
That's exactly it. You just made my point.
But the thing is you can make money on the game. $15 every 10 minutes, bud. What part of this ain't you getting?
You can make $10 every 15 minutes on the game. How
Every
can you do that?
15 minutes, bud.
Get the
You're
fuck
saying
out of
end
here. How
game
do
in
you do
World of
that?
Warcraft is you're
You
saying
just
end
got to
game in
be
World of
smart with
Warcraft.
Undermine Journal, bro.
So you're saying end game in World of Warcraft is making IRL money.
Yeah, you can
Yes,
do that. Well, no, that's
absolutely.
everybody knows that, but I mean,
I think it's fucking crazy shit, dude.
like Chinese farmers were pretty huge back in the days. I just didn't know how it was done now. But it's all through the token system, right?
No, you just got to be smart.
Well, it's through
I've played World of
well, how do
Warcraft.
you well,
I've
how do you
played World of Warcraft since its inception. So
but how do you transfer the money into how do you transfer the gold into
you
money
just
and then the money
you
into your
just do
account?
you just buy a token and transfer it to
Right.
Battle.net. Pretty easy.
Right, and then the only money, right? You can use it is on Battle.net, right? Everywhere else you can't use it, right?
Yeah, but look at how many games Battle.net has, including Activision. So,
I couldn't care less about these games,
so
bro.
what you do is you take them codes and you get the code and you sell it on eBay, bro. Fuck.
Or you could do that. There you go. So that's how you make it into real money. Okay, there you go. That makes
That's
sense.
why the cartels have been giving death threats to people killing bots.
Ha! That's funny. The cartel's gonna get you. You killed this fucking bot in WoW.
There's a YouTuber that literally had to make a public thing saying he's
Funny,
bowing.
you're laughing about it, but it's true. Like this
It's
does
true.
happen.
Bro, I know, and that's why I'm laughing about it because I already know. It's funny to hear it again. It's funny.
And I want to be clear, like WoW is it's a childhood fucking memory for me. It was so fun when I was younger, but like
I
now
still
it just
play it
feels
once. I
yeah.
play it at every new expansion just to make like
All
six,
the money.
$7,000. Yeah.
Damn, guy, you must be like loaded with money in the BattleNet account. You know, if you have so much
Um.
money on your account, you should send me some fucking gifts. Cause
I
what
will.
else are you gonna do it?
Let me just give you some gifts.
Yeah, gift me here. I'll send you my BattleNet
You have been
It
given
was a
the
ID.
joke, bro.
entire BattleNet
Complete
library.
joke. Go earn your own shit.
No, but I mean, like, you made so much money and it's like useless to you. So like, it's just stuck there. Oh no,
Like
no, yeah,
it's
you're
not
gonna.
useless. Do you know how, buddy? I save up for arenas of the Spectral Tiger every time one jumps on auction house, bro. I'm not
Yeah,
a fucking idiot.
Oh, look
you could
at
easily
you.
transpose that into IRL money for sure.
Damn, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. How about this one? How about this one? Can you sell a arena season one arena dragon?
I don't know what that is, but there's probably
Are you,
thousands of collector items and games you
No,
could
well,
probably get.
well, that's what I'm saying. This is a very serious collector item. It's the original. It's the original rank one mount for Gladiator. I have possession of that
well, you'd have
bitch.
to sell your whole account,
Well,
bro.
that's what I'm saying. So it's account bound. Is there ways to sell the account?
Yeah, there's all kinds of ways.
How much do you think
There's
that cost? Because it's my account is huge. I have a huge fucking account. It's a big account.
Depends,
It's like
buddy. Some of them go for 3, 4,000 bucks, pretty easy.
big
Like,
like my dick. Well, then that's a good thing. I should sell my whole account.
I mean,
Fuck.
fuck, the rings of the Spectral Tiger sells for $6,000 itself, bud,
Listen,
on
can I make
eBay.
to make a quick point? I can sell both my
Right.
RuneScape accounts for $1,000 each, but it's still fun to keep them and play the game. Like World
Right.
of Warcraft, you can't say the same. At a certain point, it's like more worth it to sell your shit and never play the game because it just loses
No,
value.
what are you talking about? See, the thing is
You do
if
Mr. Quest dungeons over and over. Sorry.
what dungeons? What fucking dungeons? I don't do dungeons, bro. Listen, if Ascension did not exist, you know the Ascension? It's World of Warcraft Ascension, so it's like a offshoot. It's like a free like a server thing. If that shit didn't exist, right? I would still probably have like my WoW account going because I love going into like battlegrounds and just fucking shit up, you know? So in order to like get that like fucking that little taste of that, I just go into Ascension for free. I have a character I built there that's pretty legit, right? And then I just go into Battlegrounds and just get my fucking rocks off in World of Warcraft Battlegrounds, and I'm good. You know, I don't because I've played the game for fucking many years, right? So the one thing I'm tired of them doing is recycling the fucking grind, right? So every fucking new expansion, they recycle a fucking grind, and there's always this fucking grind, and you know, these reputations and all that shit. Like, yo, bro, I'm tired. I don't want to do any of that. I just want to go into fucking arenas, fucking tear some ass, get the gear, get the mount. I'm out. That's it. Please stop
That's
making
probably
me
the
do. Go ahead.
no, yeah, that's probably the best like realistic explanation of end game I've heard.
No, but I know some people that are end game where they're like fucking economy end game, like this guy. Like I have a buddy that has like so much fucking tokens. He has that stupid auction house mount and shit. Like he bought with gold when it was expensive. Right? So I have a buddy that does that shit too, but I'm not into that. I don't give a fuck, bro. Trust me. I'd rather do crypto.
But low key, EverQuest was fucking amazing.
I didn't play it. That's what I'm saying. I didn't. My first MMO, real MMO, was World of Warcraft, and that's why it's gonna be the best for the rest of my life. I've tried many. I've tried many. Listen, I've tried many MMORPGs. Nothing beat World of Warcraft. I promise you that.
For me, RuneScape was just better for the
Garbage.
player economy. Bro, can I make the sentence? Like, the player economy is so much better, which
Every
creates
time
a
you say
long-term
RuneScape, I
rule.
just fucking it's garbage, bro. Man. Just RuneScape
Yeah, but
garbage.
that's just bias. That's just bias. You
I'm
got
very
others like,
biased.
oh, this doesn't look as good as Warcraft. It must be ass.
Well, it's not
That's
just
what
it's not
everyone
just it
says.
doesn't look. It's the mechanics and how you fight and the battling. It's just I don't like the turn-based shit. It sucks.
I actually kind of agree with that. I think the player economy is the only thing that makes RuneScape so freaking amazing.
Right, but the actual battling and the way it no man, I look at it, I'm like, yo, what is this garbage, bro? Yeah,
You know, like
bro,
I'm in Discord with all these endgame players, and I talk shit to them. Just like, dude, you guys are all doing these tick perfect mechanics. Like, I just want to get on here and have fun. Like, I don't want to see you
right.
guys do trash combat.
That's why I'm about to load up my WoW and like show you my character screen because it's not like it's not an active subscription. It's a deactive, but you can still show characters and like go into like level 19 characters and shit. So I'll show you some shit right now. As long it's just updating. I'm just waiting for it to update.
Bet.
You're gonna be like, what the fuck? If you know anything about WoW, you'll be like, what the fuck, man? And okay, mind you, every character, right, that I'm gonna show you after my mage, because my mage is my main, right? So I do all
Bro,
of
how
the
much gold you
storyline.
got total, dude? How much gold you got total?
My what?
How much gold do you have total across all characters?
I don't have much. I don't even remember.
So you're not that good of a player.
I don't play for gold. I'm a PvPer, my guy. What the fuck are you talking? Didn't you hear my whole spiel?
Buddy, people make more money off of PvP than any other aspect of the fucking game. What?
No
Bro,
gold, you must be ass.
No
okay,
joke. No gold, you must be ass.
friend,
It's just that simple.
friend, last time I played this fucking game was
Dude, you've been sporting it
battle.
here like you've been playing it for every fucking 10 minutes. You know, at least
Jesus Christ.
10 minutes out of every fucking hour here, dude,
I
for
just
all your
said this.
lives.
I just
But
told this guy I'm waiting to load up this game because it's updating because I haven't touched the fucking game in forever, right? That's the one thing if you were listening to the conversation, bro,
I missed
instead
that.
of, yeah. Anyways, listen. Do you have a gladiator mount that you can show me?
I've got this season's Gladiator mount and last season's Gladiator mount and the season before.
Show me. Show me.
If I wasn't on my Ubuntu right now and I was on my Windows, I'd be happy to. Unfortunately, you can't load up World of Warcraft on Ubuntu. Not very easily, anyway.
Got the old dude boot.
Ubuntu,
Yeah.
you mean Ubuntu.
App sudo apt get.
Jesus
You can't do
Christ,
that
this
for World of
shit.
Warcraft. Fucking wish.
Show me. But you don't have season one, do you now?
No.
Okay, so I'm the one with the season one, and that's after that I quit because I've been fucking playing it too long. And then I just casually go in and out. I'm not. Like, see, that's what I'm saying. I don't grind. You grind. I don't grind. I'm done with the grind. I finished
I
my
don't
grind on Vanilla
I
High
don't grind
Warlord.
shit, but I don't grind shit but the auction house, bud. That's it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. See, that's
I don't
grinding,
even play
bro.
the game.
That's
I just play the
grinding, bro.
auction
That's
house.
too much. Well, then how the fuck are you glad this season and last
Um,
season and the before season?
this day and time, I only play the auction house.
Hmm.
Only play that for the gold. Sometimes I'll play PvP because
Uh,
it's fun.
I want to
Did a
see your.
900 build this fight last week and
I want.
lost.
I want to see your fucking mounts, bro. That's what I want to see. That's what I'm loading. I'm loading up my shit to show you my fucking mounts and my characters. Fuck, why is it taking so long? Give me a second.
Fortunately, I ain't on my Windows.
fish for lobster, go into the marketplace, and buy a rune to handle with it.
Fucking free to play lifestyle.
Unfucking believable. I knew this.
That
You
was
guys are gonna
fucking
start
years
getting
ago,
into a
though.
RuneScape conversation, and I can't fucking believe it.
Yeah,
No,
back
no,
in
no.
05.
That was 25 years. I don't even play that shit no more, dude. That was when I don't even know, bro. At the public library before I even had a computer.
Oh,
I
big
still got bunny
fucking
ears,
game.
bro.
Dude,
And
I
then
like the
party
games
drops.
where like I like the games where like you can go like that's what EverQuest Online Adventures was like on a PlayStation 2. You could go set your group up and you could sit there and kill mobs over and over again. And I tried playing Diablo. It's like, dude, you're just racing. It's a race. It
Yeah,
doesn't
it's a
even feel like an MMORPG. It just feels like a race.
path simulator. I can't handle it.
I never got into Diablo.
Yo,
Like I'm
Diablo
not trying to
2
do a lot of
is
like
one of the
shit where
best
there's
games
like
ever,
tons of
friends.
running around and nonstop. I'm not trying to do a lot of games where it's like tons of nonstop running around. Like I just want to go grind some mobs out at a camp somewhere where they keep respawning. I don't got to do a lot of running around and shit.
Oh,
See, the
friends.
older I get, the more I
Friends, I
feel like I'm
logged
losing
in.
too much
Hold the
time,
fuck
bro.
on.
Cause yo, RuneScape, you needed like a lot of patience mining for ore, right, and fishing for lobsters, and you literally had to be on there all day just fishing, like literally hours and hours and hours just fishing, fishing,
Oh,
fishing.
you guys can
I
see
wish I
my
had time for
screen?
that, dude.
Can you guys see my screen there?
Hold on. Yeah.
Okay. Who's the WoW player here?
I've played like 2,000 hours.
No, I never played World of Warcraft. I mean,
Okay,
I
but
played
look what I'm trying to show you. Okay, so look, this is the last time I got off the game, right? So like all my characters, I got a mage, right? Undead, okay. Demon Hunter, right? What is it? Blood Elf? Blood Elf Demon Hunter? Yeah. It's that new the new class with the fucking what do you call it? The Fox people, Death Knight. And these are, mind you, when I stopped playing this game, all of them were max level. See how they're all level 60s, right? Warlock, Goblin Warlock. This is my twink. I can just get into the game. This is my that's that special torrent. That other one, Shaman. My fucking troll druid. I forgot the which. My hunter. It's that other But look at the levels I'm showing you. They're all maxed out. And the reason why I'm showing you the fucking 60 priest here. I maxed all these characters in PvP, bro. I never did any fucking questing with these characters. I'd start these characters, get them to the level, enough level to fucking get into battlegrounds, and I just start battlegrounding nonstop until I max them out.
Yeah, that's
Fucking,
what my buddy Riley did.
all these, yeah, this fucking, and here's the thing. Every character that I just showed you, they're all the classes, right? And they're all the races. So my monk, right? It's also unique. Like so, my rogue, I don't have another orc, right? The other one is a blood orc or whatever the hell it is, and that's the hunter. Right? So this is an orc, but it's the other orc. Right? So all the races are different and all the classes are different. So that's why I made this account. And then we can enter the world on my twink. Hell yeah, for free, yeah. I still have like a token I can buy in, but I don't even want to touch the game. Fuck that.
Yeah, I'd be on RuneScape just doing farm runs like once a week.
Quest accepted. The Dragon Isles
I don't even
await.
game anymore. Like when I get up and get on,
You
like
receive
think about
item,
activities now
lost
compared to when I
dragon
was
scale.
younger. Like
Jesus Christ.
I'm on YouTube looking at like Ashen Forbes or looking for a live podcast, someone talking about a new idea or something.
And friends,
Like
and
replace.
this, my friends, here is the fucking Arena Dragon, Season 1 Arena. And this motherfucker right here is very hard to find. It's rare as fuck. I can stand here and people will be like, "Whoa, look at that, man! What the fuck is that?" Because it's really rare to see this one. One of the rare ones, super rare. Oh, it's glitchy as fuck though. Yeah. All right. Look at that. See? Somebody's already like, what the fuck is that? Oh, yeah, it's the Arena Master here. Look at him. So fucking stuttering.
My bad. I'm back.
An 80 render scale, 100% white scale. Fuck is this? Map to everyone all at once. Fuck is this? Кушать хочешь? Ням-ням хочешь, да? You need? Okay.
You see the USAID thing, Deken?
Remind me what?
The US aid program that Doge has been. They got access to all their transactions, and they're just rolling out the bullshit.
Well,
I think
yeah, I
they're.
heard something like that. Yeah, I heard something about that. Yeah, the Doge. Yeah, get
They
like
just.
something. Yeah.
Yeah. There's been a secondary list of stuff that got released, and it's fucking nail in the coffin, dude. Like, oh my god.
Amazing. I wish they do that shit in fucking Canadian politics too. They gotta bring fucking Trump into these fucking Canadian politics, man. Or
Yeah,
somebody like a
Trudeau is.
Trump as well.
Be careful what you wish for.
Yeah, I was gonna say, say Trudeau is scared right now. He is fucking scared.
I hope so. Fuck Trudeau. He fucked up Canada, bro. What are you talking about, man? Did you see the price of groceries in Canada, friends? The price of rent, the price of groceries, everything, bro. In a year, double. In a year. Fuck out of here.
And
We
now
got
he's trying to stand up and say that Canada's gonna lose more money, or that America's gonna lose more money to American tariffs.
Listen,
It was.
it's fucking retarded, bro. Like, first of all, Canada has so much natural resources. We don't fucking need anybody. Number one, we can fucking go into this oil sands and just fucking refine those oil for ourselves and have fucking gasoline forever. That's number one. Number two, Quebec, right? The province of Quebec itself has so much fucking hydro dams, right? They can power all of Canada with no fucking problem because Quebec, like a stupid fucking province it is, it sells electricity to America. Excess electricity. So much fucking excess electricity Quebec has, and it sells it all to fucking United States. Imagine fucking that.
Yep. And now we're finding out that the reason we've had it all set up like this is just so we can create these fictitious money laundering streams.
Right, exactly. Cocksuckers, all of them, bro.
Why would we do it that way? Well, we're just selling back and forth. Like, no, it's a fucking cloak and dagger technique.
Yeah. Fucking like just let us do our own thing in our own country. That's it. There's no reason to fucking start doing those fucking international bullshit. No
Literally.
point.
I was a big fan of the Canadian truckers.
Yeah, yeah.
They, yeah.
I'm cool with that, but the problem is people don't understand like the cell phone will give you away, man. So if you're ever gonna do something that is against their, you know what I mean? So you might want to keep your phone at home.
Yep. Leave the SIM card at the crib.
Fucking just anything that connects you to anything, you know? Just trying to be anonymous. That's the number one, especially when you do crazy shit like that.
There's this thing called a love pod, and it's like they've been slowly selling them for a long time, and they just use all the infrastructure to connect. And they're designed with a encryption, so like you can bring it with you in your car, you can use it for home internet, whatever, and it's just completely anonymous. But
What is
you know,
it?
it's called Love Pod. It's like a Patriot switch. It's like just trying to get people off the mainstream internet stuff.
Mm.
I find it very interesting.
Well, you know what I find very interesting is the blockchain internet, you know? They're gonna have a whole bunch of these little fucking transmitter receivers that you can connect to, right? And then it just create a web, and it's like a little blockchain internet.
Yeah, like every device will ultimately become part of the blockchain.
Yup. And it supports itself, so the more devices, the stronger the chain. And the more. Which the only problem is, I mean, the only problem is, and that's why they don't really want to release it to the public, I guess, is because complete loss of control.
Yep.
I mean, I don't support the trade of fentanyl, you know what I mean? I mean, I know there's a reason for fentanyl, right? Because I had surgery,
Yep.
right?
You are now away, AFK.
I had surgery,
You are no longer away.
and the slew of drugs that they gave me included fentanyl in there, right? So, but it's not like, oh, you get addicted to it or some shit. No, it's the stuff that's on the streets, right? So I understand reasons because I'm so like I hate government control. I hate any kind of regulation, but I still understand there has to be some kind of control over certain things. Example, fentanyl, right? Because you cannot just have that shit like over the counter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's when like small government is kind of necessary. Like, fuck. And I'm like so against the government, like the feds and all that shit.
Yep. And it should be heavily tethered to the states, and even tighter, it should be tethered to the counties and the cities.
And then like say for example, police too. Like me, I hate fucking police. Like you understand how much I fucking hate the police. But I still see a reason for them, right? So there's still a need for the policemen out there. Like, 'cause I'm not a criminal, right? I hate the police for other reasons, right? I hate the those police people that like abuse their job, right? Like abuse their authority or whatever. But you don't have authority, first of all. Cops work for us. Like he's my fucking worker. He's my employee. My taxpayer money fucking pays them, right? So he's our employee. But anyways, irrelevant. Trying to say is I'm trying to say yeah. There's still a need for police, even though they're cunts, right? So
That's not true.
what?
That's not true. If there was no police, people in communities would grab their guns and they would take care of their own communities. It would just happen naturally.
No, no, no. Okay, I'm not talking about like no, 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 slow down, slow down.
You don't need police. I don't care what you say.
Well, are you gonna stop all the drug trafficking?
Well, I mean, if they didn't make them illegal, there wouldn't be a problem.
Well, I mean, that's what I'm saying. There still needs to be control for fentanyl. You can't just have fucking fentanyl not controlled.
I would agree.
I
There's no
mean,
need for the police in the capacity they currently exist.
that's
Mm.
okay. I'll take that. I'll take that. That's a good way of putting it.
Well, yeah, well,
But
I'm explaining to you in a way where I hate the fucking police completely, but I still there's a need for them to a certain extent. That's what I'm trying to fucking explain.
Yeah.
I don't know. I disagree still. I mean, if
You just
communities don't
said
if community no, in their current capacity, yeah, like what you said. But if there were drugs in communities, you know what those neighbors would do? Oh, there's that guy again, and that's where my boy got that fentanyl from. Oh, bah!
Yep.
Shoot him in the face.
Yep. Or hanging by his ankles in the town square for 4 days till a bear eats his ass. Who knows?
There you go. That's constitutional style. I like.
Yep. And
listen,
there's
they
just
do that shit in Africa right now, bro, but look how Africa is, man.
yeah, but Africa doesn't really have any coagulative
Right.
leadership,
They don't have policing.
which
Right.
may not be their fault. But you know what I mean? I get
Well,
you.
I'm just giving you an example. Okay, you don't want no fucking police? Well, go to Africa. You see what happens to you, buddy.
Yeah, I
There
like that
needs to be
response.
they need to they need to fucking have some kind of mediation where you have to stop the crazies from going crazy, you know what I mean? Because if you don't have fucking police, the crazies will go crazy.
Yep. Well, here's a really interesting conundrum. It's like, at what level does your culture get to a point where you can't trust its citizens as a result of education, as a result of any number of things that have changed. How does the police acclimate to that? And I think as we've seen, like as we're seeing now, like how many people are in our country that shouldn't be here, and how many people have been doing things in our country that should have been here that was illegal. It almost makes sense that our police don't trust its own citizenship anymore. So there's this like imbalance between what the police officers are actually doing and what the people, like normal healthy people, right? They have to deal with all the bullshit the police give out, just like the criminals do. Um, and I think that started to just kind of create a wear and tear. Like a normal healthy person who has to deal with being pulled over for some stupid reason and getting harassed, right? Compared to the cop who pulls a criminal over unlawfully but prevents a murder, right? It's like, well, the person that got pulled over randomly, they feel like they got picked out, but if they're looking at the grand scope, that guy's just trying to prevent murder in any way he can, and that's how they believe it's effective, but it's not. It's really just not. So that's why I believe the context of our law enforcement, their role, their positioning, it really does need shifted. It needs renovated around a constitutional and maybe even stronger parameters with the citizens.
That's the strongest you're gonna get on that side of things. Go anywhere but constitutional. You'll get a dictatorship or a democracy, which is what we have now, which is mob rule. It's like, here's a good example of democracy. There's these 10 guys, and they all agree that they want that one girl, and the girl votes no. Oh, she's outvoted. That sucks. That's democracy, guys. Just saying.
Yep. And which doesn't, yeah. That's why we have balance of powers and we have like a format to how the law is interpreted and all this stuff. Well, that's actually not even a good answer to that. Like common sense.
I mean, it's like, I don't think the police have any right to do any of the things that they're doing unless you are a commercial entity. And 'cause that's what they're for. I can agree that anybody who works for Uber or is an 18-wheeler truck driver, like there should be police on the road for them. But like everyone else is just traveling. Like by definition, we're not driving motor vehicles because the definition of what a motor vehicle is, according to not just like Black's laws, but like the motor vehicle code for each state. I don't want to ramble. I could go on. Like this is my topic. I love this shit. But I don't think we need police. I think that we need militia, like communal militias. Police are corporate.
Have you ever heard of Ivan Raiklin?
No, tell me about him.
This guy Ivan Rakelin, I've been following the last couple years. He's a ex Green Beret that's been going like from state to state, like teaching sheriffs how to like enact their constitutional powers. And he's basically showing sheriffs how to like deputize citizens to protect the community rather than relying on the police force to take a lot of the pressure off of the political issues. And I think that was just what you just said literally fits like what I've heard like a master commander talk about. So that's gotta make some sense.
Well, on that point, see the police are not supposed to be. They are like city hall, essentially security guards given guns. We are supposed to have sheriffs, like, and when you said the whole and constables, and so like obviously, yeah, they have that constitutional power, and if they would actually do what they're supposed to, what their oath says they should do, then we wouldn't have this problem. But they join in with the police and everything, so.
Yeah. I'm excited to see what Kash Patel's gonna uncover in the FBI because it's gotta go all the way up. The
I
the
heard about
negative
him.
influence.
Yeah, I heard about him.
Yeah. I've been listening to him on podcasts for the last couple of years, and stuff he talks about is just so exciting. Day one, him getting confirmed as a director of FBI, he has full access and control over like stuff like the Hunter Biden laptop, the Diddy evidence that they hid, which they probably censored it, scrapped it. Right? There's probably a lot of stuff they're gonna try to hide and obfuscate from him, but I believe they've had people in the FBI long enough that are going to whistleblow, right? There's people that are going to step and be like, all right, now that you're here, I can tell you everything that they've been doing. You know what I mean? I call them survivors, right? Guys in there, they're just real good at surviving. They just play the game.
I hope so. Because, yeah, you got Kash Patel with the FBI. You got the MLK and JFK files being declassified. You got the Guantanamo, the Gitmo thing going on. They're going to reopen the 9/11 stuff. I don't know if anything's actually going to happen, but allegedly there's some pretty exciting stuff. He did a whole thing on no capital gains on crypto. I just hope it's all true.
Yeah, it's just like a little sparkle of hope.
Yeah, sparkle of something.
Seriously though, the panic that's coming at like Chuck Schumer's fucking
Yeah, fuck Chucky. Fuck that cocksucker.
yeah, his press debrief or in front of the courthouse was manic. Like bro was jumping around like a monkey trying to get people riled up against like these changes, and it's just crazy. Meanwhile, we're releasing a list of him being part of a group that knew about payments to different countries to lie to them about, how to teach them how to not say she or her on live news.
He's on the Epstein list, man. He's on the Epstein list, bro.
I bet
Chucky
money.
Schumer's on the Epstein list.
Shifty Shift and Chucky Schumer.
Oh, all of them. Oh, Shifty Shift, Chucky Schumer, all of them. Half the Democrats are definitely on the Epstein list. The more prevalent ones, obviously.
Someone who particularly triggers me is Nancy Pelosi.
Yeah, that bitch is crazy.
I can't believe that our society has allowed someone like her to become so wealthy and to just
It's through it's the Pelosi family, man. It's not her, it's her dad, bro. It's like she just inherited all that shit.
Well, she's got old money, but she also has a self-worth from insider trading.
But it's not old money, it's the connections, because it's like mafia ties, you know what I mean? That's what they're like. It's Italian mobs, man. These people are fucking from way back when.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's part of why she's allowed to be in that position, is the
Right.
existing fabric of corruption.
Right, exactly. It's because of all the fucking past ties. They've been all planted there from fucking forever.
Yep. And it really is
Heartbroken.
it really is pennies the money she's made in illegal trading or insider trading. But like compared to American Family, making 110K maybe a year with working mom and working dad, she pulled 10 mil in 1 year from insider trading. Like that's the
Yeah,
fact.
crazy.
Yeah, like these political leaders coming in and getting more self-worth than a business mogul is just retarded. And now we're seeing how. Just pumping it into fake systems in other countries, putting it into probably a classified weapons program. Did you see USAID? There's evidence that we funded the Wuhan lab.
Well, it's 100% when you funded the fucking 100%.
Yeah, like everyone calling us crazy for saying that that's likely. It's now like, oh, okay. Well, shit.
That's
Oh.
how it always goes.
Oh, fuck.
Say that again?
That's how it always goes.
Yeah. 6 years later when no one cares too, right? They just decide to care about something else and then the information comes out. And they're like, oh, who cares?
Well, they either have something else big going on, like or
Oh shit, get 5 more carrots on a stick, quick! Man. No, like, the whole connection between, I'm gonna drop some names that you may not know about, but Stephen Greer, Jake Barber, David Grush, Luis Elizondo, this whole group of guys that are doing the UFO disclosure. Like, they're working so hard right now to plant pre-positioning seeds around it. And I think they know something's coming down the top.
For you!
Wake up! Do I,
You're cutting out a little bit.
Useless. Battle 3. Fight. Useless.
Block this! Ready?
Cleaning time. You fool.
Watch over me, mother! You!
If you haven't heard of the Sean,
You can't! Stop me!
What are you guys on right now?
just talking
Just
about
kidding!
the UFO deception. Luis Elizondo, Stephen Greer. Well, I just brought that up. We're just kind of talking about stuff.
You filthy maggot. Stay down.
Jeremy, do you know anything about the like Luis Elizondo and the whole group?
I never heard of him.
He's the guy from the CIA that used to train officers how to run information ops. And now he's frontlining the congressional hearings. Like he's the one doing all the whistleblower management.
No way.
So we got David Grush and Jake Barber who have both come out with credibility from the Pentagon and everything, with permission to say a certain amount.
Just kidding!
But they're just doing this dumb shit where they tell, it's story time, and then they
Justice will
say, well,
prevail!
we can't actually release any of the evidence of this because it's just not safe yet. It's exposed to law and all this bullcrap for national security. But they've been running it, like, Cold Heart. It's got getting millions of viewers. Just got this big push. People are starting to look at this stuff. So I'm just intrigued. What are they positioning for here? There's a guy, Sean Ryan, who's ex-CIA, does a podcast. There's a guy that came on there and said they're releasing the video at the end of February or March. So, we'll know February, March. It's all the Pentagon. Yeah, it's all the Pentagon footage they have of the. Said there's a landing event. Said there's footage of the bodies they found in the cockpits. There's other footage of like just unidentified aerial phenomena from around the world. They're just gonna release it all.
So I don't think aliens are. You want to die that badly? But I think it could be either or if they're from outer space, well, they're not from our zone, then they could be out on God or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, I pretty much agree with that because I think they're trying to convince us this is some sort of alien stuff, which is really just what they've been doing. And it could be what they've been doing with alien tech, but aliens are just it's a different source than what we believe aliens are. And that's been the common denominator with all these whistleblowers. They obfuscate and won't admit what if the government actually knows the original source of technology. And you have kind of an overlapping thing where, like Stephen Greer talks about Eisenhower disagreement with extraterrestrial aliens, and he let them come in and abduct some humans in exchange for technology. So he's got these whole bases starting all the way back to the CIA. Yeah, and then you've got these newer whistleblowers who are coming out and saying, I work in the Pentagon programs, and here's what I saw, and here's what I experienced, and that's all I can tell you, what I saw and what I experienced. And, so and they're trying to like show this as they're working together to get, like they're implying that there's enough information that you already knew to come out. They're trying to prove that it's not against the law for whistleblowers to come out and say what they know. They're trying to say presidents. I just think it's a whole freaking lot. News tells on to such a joke. The guy that's funding and getting them into Congress has all the connections with Congress, getting testimonies. Like that guy is just such a piece of shit. Pisses me off. He's almost trying to convince people that he's just open about that he used to work with the CIA and did ops. And now he's coming in saying now, like, if everybody wants to disclose it's legal, then work with it. No, dude, you're actually continue this. I got banned from Stephen Greer's Discord for saying I think they're demons.
You can't stop me.
For saying I think they're dimensional beings.
Just kidding.
Yeah, I was saying earlier when I was led me to this whole place. So I don't know.
I think there's just a lot of.
I'll go ahead, bro.
No, you're good. You're good. I'm yapping.
I learned about him, and then like a week later, I found the moon landing on Conspiracy's channel. And I don't know, that was
That video's kind of been straight from the internet. You don't really find it like Telegram channels and you get lucky if you find it on Yandex and shit and have to use Twitter.
I can do this.
Take this.
like Taboo Conspiracy's video or the original stuff?
Are you talking about the film footage of the fake moon landing, where the camera shows the larger scene where you see all the it's basically staged from a different angle?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, you can just see it.
There's only one moon landing that was recorded in America.
Yeah, and a lot of people, anons on the internet have confirmed that you couldn't have recreated the camera lens, the lighting, there's just no way that they could have been fake. So it's either they had some sort of secondary stage for moon landing updates, or they faked it. I think it's probably like a 1% chance that they built the second stage just for propaganda. They really went to the moon.
So I remember when you first started coming in here, you were
Mm.
So like, what do you think now at this point, Tank?
I think flat Earth is an overfocus too early. And like after looking at like Witsid's videos and some of the, I felt like more articulate or someone just had done a good job in putting the information after spending a lot of time, many months, like absorbing it, kind of integrating myself into it. I see how it's just my opinion. Right? I don't think this is like an arbitrary thing, but I think it's just it's an overfocus. And I think if there is, if we get more information, there's a good chance it'll align. And like we do live on some sort of flat plane, as is in the Bible. But I also am open to understanding like there's such a huge layer of communication and misinformation around the information we need to confirm certain things that it could just be such a dangerous like groove to get stuck in, if that makes sense. Like pivoting everything off to prove one evidence or one idea versus being open to this. What is the world? If that makes sense. You know, what is the world? Well, I think it's this, so I'm going to continue to find stuff to prove that. And I don't even think it's that simple. I think a lot of guys know about, they're taking that into account and just finding evidence and it leads them here. That's why I think I continue to come back, because the same questions and topics that flat earthers are asking are really some of the real questions I think that will start getting asked years down the line from now. There's just no one else talking about this stuff. I think it's going to be normal in 5 years.
I'm just curious. Yeah, I mean, I find it interesting to know, but I don't think
Yes. Fucking semantics, bro, is an enemy to humanity.
Cleaning time. Be crushed.
I blame fucking CNN journalists.
Forget it.
Shut up.
Not just CNN, but like, I just blame the state of journalism.
Damn you.
That will be a major breaking point in our society. A shift. Journalists become more.
Oh my god.
I think it starts with their education. Journalists are convinced that they can just share information that they're told and believe it's true. Like literally. Whoever has the most money that tells me the truth, I'm gonna share that.
The battle is over. Show respect for the fallen who fought so bravely.
What do you oh my god about, Deken?
I'm playing Soul Calibur, and I'm getting fucking destroyed.
I love Soul Calibur. That's some throwbacks, bro. Go team.
No, but I'm fucking. This guy's rank is A something, and I'm just like fucking casual. Like I used to play hardcore, but like I almost beat him once. I was like 2-1. No, yeah, I was 2-1, and then no, I was 2-0, and then he went 1-1 and then 1, and he fucking 3 in a row fucking raped me. I couldn't believe it. No, he's like fucking like 10 ranks above me. I'm
Well, no,
only
the AI
F rank.
knows, well, the AI, after it watches you play, it already knows how good you can be.
No, because there's nobody playing this game online, bro. It's such a dead game. So whenever you, no, there's nothing. So whenever you get a person, it's usually somebody that plays this game every day, and he's a fucking god.
It's the only god left on the game.
Right? No, but like, bro, I'm good at this game. I'm not saying I'm shit. I'm good. I've played this game for thousands of hours. Like, but there's these guys on here that are fucking like Korean style good.
Bro, I dropped 120 kills on a Black Ops 6 game, and after that, I never had a good game again in my life.
Yeah.
I just played against fucking sweats.
Why not?
I have some crazy clips, like me going like positive against teams of just sweaters, like head glitching, spawn camping and shit.
Yeah, but you play on console?
Nah, I'm on PC.
Shit. I only play Warzone. I only play Warzone. I don't have the game. I don't pay for that shit.
Like no cap, I'm fucking sweaty at FPSs. Like I'm fucking top masters in Apex, top 500 in PUBG back in the day. Fucking cracked.
Damn. All right.
I was ranked 105 on free for all in Halo 5.
Well.
You're hardcore, bro.
Yeah, put that on the resume.
Yeah.
That's good resume, that, man. Fuck yeah, man. Good shit.
Good way to get a business to tell you to fuck off.
Listen, people that play games are actually more skilled in the workforce than people that don't.
I saw that study, dude. What the fuck?
That's what it is.
Yep. They're saying, shit.
Eye-hand coordination, everything. All kinds of shit.
Yeah. They said brain surgeons that played games were like 30 or 40% better with hand-eye coordination than surgeons that didn't.
Let's do this.
Oh, guys, I'm starting a match in Soul Calibur if you guys want to watch.
You suck. I'm just kidding. I love you.
Well, I know this guy sucks. Like, I don't know. He's gonna kick my ass, though, I think.
I gotta freshen my coffee real fast.
He's playing Maxi. This fucker. Oh, bro, he's a little laggy, man. Oh, he's laggy as fuck, bro. Lag, bro.
Who wants to go into a Elon Musk deep dive?
Me and my wife were talking about this earlier.
This fucker lags.
Bro, I have some bad news about Elon. I know a lot of people probably have found this though.
Like he's a pure garbage. I always knew he was garbage. He's a scammer.
All I'm saying is it's evidence that it's worrisome, right? You have to decide, did this guy decide to play the role that his family wanted him to, or is he going against his family, right? Like, to me, that's the ultimate question at the end, but, like, his grandfather was one of the original founders of the technocracy that ended up being a big part of the WEF. Some of the same minds that were part of that group ended up being part of the Council of Nine that ended up creating the CIA. His mom was like a top level model, or no, was it his mom? I can't remember his mom or his grandma. I'm pretty sure it's May Musk. She's a top level model. She's just known to be the satanic symbols. Like, it's actually shocking to see some of the stuff that she's promoted and her ties to the technocracy. So, anyway. Well, there's a deeper connection. It's kind of morbid, but I'm not sure. Like, between, like the lifestyle, people say that Musk family lived, and connections to the bloodlines, satanic rituals. Does that ring any bells?
I found out about all of that stuff way before I found out about letters. I was into doing mine. So, like, yeah, that's where I started. That's when I started to really wake up. Before that, I was just like,
Yeah, bro. My cybersecurity forensic stuff got me into Q early as fuck.
Not even sure what.
Look at this fucker.
Say that again, brother.
I'm back.
Go get some rest.
You're cutting out bad. Electronic-y noises.
The battle is over.
Messing with me is just stupid.
How about now?
Good.
Yeah, I'm driving, that's why.
Ah.
But yeah, I found out about all of that stuff way before Flat Earth. I found Flat Earth like months after. COVID hit. Yeah, I don't know, man. Anything else you want to say? Go ahead. Sure, you got the mic if you want.
I heard a pastor talking about the flat Earth idea, and as it is kind of connected in the Bible. Like when I was like 24, but I didn't really take it that serious. And fast forward to like now, it's just more and more evidence showing towards it. It makes sense that there'd be at least a lot of land that we don't have access to.
Yeah.
Which definitely brings the shape of the Earth into question. Their maps are not reliable other than ratios and directions. It's like the simplest way I can say it, because there's there's some crazy shit going on with the map standards.
Oh. Well, all maps are flat.
Yeah. I heard some dooming information about Admiral Byrd's journal recently, but it wasn't as dooming as I think they were wanting it to be, because it exposed that there's a real journal that we don't fucking have. He was trying
you're
to.
talking about how like the journal is actually a fictional story written, and then yeah, the journal that we actually have.
Exactly, and somebody was saying they're like in the debunk. He literally admits that in their research they found that it's likely that there's still the journal is still classified, and it probably has nothing to do with what people think. And I'm like, okay, that's an ultimatum that you don't know. You don't know what you're making. So I find it interesting. I love watching debunk videos because they always find great information, but they decode it incorrectly.
Yeah.
Where are you driving?
I'm going home after work. We got off around 11. It's like a little over half hour, 45 minutes to get home.
Nice. I went on a sexcapade last night. Slept all day.
Good times, good times.
I thought I turned over a new leaf when I was like 28.
Oh, what'd you find under the leaf?
Well, I found I picked different girls now, more mature. It's definitely healthier.
Yeah, there's that.
By more mature, what do you mean? You going for the 40-year-olds or what? Those are easy, man.
Well, I'm
Those-
33 and this girl was 29. I don't know. It was
Okay,
just
well that's good. That's fine. Well, I mean 29-year-olds are already like those are also pretty easy, man. The 29-year-olds.
Yeah.
Yeah, they already know their time has come,
Yep. It's like post prime.
Yeah, it's like right at like they're about to hit 30, and that's when they're like the reality setting in.
Yep.
It's like, oh shit, I haven't found a good man yet, and I don't should not feel
No, that's not, they're gonna be hoes for life. Those are the hoes for life, they're just gonna like they're gonna accept it, you know. They're gonna have like 3 guys. They're gonna be constantly fucking all the time. You know what I mean? And they're gonna have one night stands regularly. You
Yeah,
know.
I'm more
The-
attracted to like girl, maybe like a single mom. Like she's too busy to be fucking around. Like
Those are the worst. They have like fucking so many dicks in their phone, like there's no tomorrow, bro. Yo, these girls, bro, the amount of cocks on their phone, it's insane. It's just, and the thing is the cocks are being presented to them every day. They wake up and there's just message of pure cocks. Hey, do you want some cock? And every day, all these girls are saying no to these cocks, you know? So they really have a lot of selection of cock, you know? That's the problem.
exactly.
They're
And
oversaturated with it, by the way. I think they're oversaturated. That's why I think they have it they're so oversaturated with cock. Like that's what society's actually become. Like all these girls just have too much access to cock. That's it. Right?
no,
That's a
I made a
problem.
Reddit post. I made a Reddit post about this straight up. I think you're on target
Yeah, I think I'm on point here too, right? Shit.
because they don't have to give any shits, right? They know
Yeah, they
there's 10
don't care.
million.
Yeah, exactly. To them, cock is so easy to get, right?
Yep. It's just
Fuck.
like, all right, let me get
Yeah.
sushi. All right, let me go get a guy for tomorrow, and
Yeah, that's it. It's they're like the men are so disposable for these women nowadays. It's shit. And the hotter the woman, the more like the more she uses men like fucking like there's and she doesn't even care ruthlessly, ruthless, no remorse.
yeah, that's why I'm a
Uh,
big fan of the high value man logic.
well, there you go. That's why I only work on myself. Fuck that. Shit.
Yep. Well, see, like for me, I do this thing where okay, I'm no longer, and this is the 26, 27-year-old wake up moment for me was like, I'm just not gonna commit any time to chasing tail if it's not gonna better myself, right? I can do that if it's not like there's ways to better myself and get that end result, right? So there's no reason to just focus on chasing girls. So that was like a big shift for
Yeah.
me. And now every once in a while I'll just get chosen, it seems like. Can't avoid it.
Well, yeah, the last girl, she fucking kissed me first. Some no, and you know the thing is, I was like avoiding bitches for a while, and this girl just came out of nowhere.
Yeah, I just switched to dudes.
Good for you, man. That's good for you. I hope you're
Like
happy,
this
man, taking it up the ass. But you
I'm
know,
still getting used to it. It. I wasn't into it at the start, and just had to try it.
that's horrible,
I
bro.
feel like that's every high school guy in California right now.
That's pretty fucked up. That's pretty fucked up.
They're just like, well, tired of fucking with these hoes. I'm just gonna let my friend jack me off. I'm
Yeah,
done.
that's crazy.
No, the dating scene right now is super fucked. I love how our society just acts like Snapchat is not just like a porn service.
Well, listen, see, that's the thing about like I said, dick is so accessible for these women, right? And I'm about to I'm listen, like after this experience I had with this last girl, right? I'm just gonna be a man whore too then. It's like if y'all bitches are like that, I'm just gonna be the same because there's no what's the fucking point then? Like there's no point of me being no fucking gentleman or anything anymore. Because you know what? I even told this bitch. I even told before I even fucked her, and I told all this shit to her, right? I'm like, yo, with all my experiences with bitches, right? Every time I fuck a bitch, right? I already know that this bitch is already fucking another guy. Because this bitch already admits to me that she's fucking another guy, right? And all you bitches are fucking some other guy. All you bitches have side guys, you know? And I've been the side guy for so fucking long. I know all this shit. So I told this bitch all this shit, right? Before I even fucked her, right? Right? And I told her, like, you bitches are so fucking crazy, right? When the guy abuses you and fucking mistreats you, you just want it more. You fucking find these guys fucking, and I've done that to bitches, right? And then she just kept coming back. I'm like, this bitch is crazy. You know what I mean? And no matter what I do, you know what I mean? No matter what I say to this fucking bitch, she comes back. It's like, what the fuck? I don't even, like, I literally just, it's like, what the fuck? Leave me the fuck alone, I tell her, right? But then when you treat a girl nicely and you try and treat a girl nicely, right? The bitch fucking just flips on you and acts like fucking you're some fucking like you're some scary guy or some shit. It's like, oh,
Because they all operate on a social media red flag system.
oh
think-
man, exactly. Oh fuck. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, I'm just vibing with you. I think you're on target here.
No, no,
You're
well, no,
hitting
well,
some
no,
notes.
no. I know exactly what this is. It's fucked up. So that's what I'm saying. I'm realizing like, yo, these new, because me, as a 37, because I already have a kid, right? I'm not planning to have no more kids, right? Right. That's number one. Number two, um, I'm not planning to get married because marriage is such a fucking financial destruction, right? I will never fucking lose half my shit to anybody, right? So at the most I'd ever do as a modern man, at the most, I would let a bitch live with me. Like she let her come into my house, right? But I'm financially supporting everything, so she's under my rules and my fucking shit, right? That's the most. That's and then but the thing is, all these modern bitches, and like I said, I'm at 37. Like the girl I just fucked, she was 25, right? And I don't see myself trying to hit any older bitches because my baby mama's older. I smashed older bitches. I smashed 30-year-olds, right? And I find that if I hit the bitches a little earlier, like between the ages of 20 and 25, you can still find one where you can like save her. And I and I know there's one of these rules, and it's a serious rule. We do not save hoes, you know. We don't create save a hoe foundations, you know what I mean? We don't do that shit. So, and this is what I actually tried with this last one because she's just such a beautiful girl, right? But she's such a fucking hoe, man. It's just fuck.
Captain Save a Ho.
Mm. They don't want to be saved. They don't want to be saved, bro. Don't save them, bro. They don't want to be saved. They like what they're doing. It's so fucked up.
Yep.
They like playing the games. They like that shit. It's and you know what I mean? And if and you just don't fall for the trap.
That's why I've become a fan of the single mom strat, because a lot of
But
them are just they got a job, they have a pattern they're in, taking care of their kids. You don't have to deal with any of the like I don't even know the surprise like oh can you come give me a ride? I don't have a car and like could you give me $20 for weed and like it's just dumb shit. Like even in girls closer to 30, I run into that sometimes. I'm just like okay, like that's fine if you've been in like dating a girl for like 6 months or something, I guess. But like pull that shit in the first like 2 weeks, and you can just tell they're kind of just grifting. Like a lot of girls, they know how to move from resource to resource, basically.
oh yeah, there's a lot of this one guy at work. Oh my God, today. Oh fuck. Speaking about bitches grifting, bro. He's telling me he's all sad and shit. Oh, you can tell I'm sad. Blah, blah. I'm like, bro, I couldn't tell he was sad or whatever. He's always the same, right? It's just he just wanted to talk. I'm like, yeah, it's a girl trouble. He's like, yeah, girl trouble. So he started talking about the girl. I'm like, yo, show me this girl. He shows me this girl. I'm like, oh my God, bro, why in the fuck would you even care? Like, bro. And then he tells me, oh, she's from Paris. She's been only here for a month. I'm like, yo, bro, 100% she has fucking cocks all over her phone. On top of that, she speaks French. All that shit's in French. And yeah, she shows you her phone. But yeah, obviously you don't understand anything that's on those fucking phones. Everything's fucking French. She's using you, my guy. And he knows it. And he's like, he knows it, right? But I like her, he says. I'm like, bro, you're fucked, bro.
Yeah, you're
She's
exposing
literally
something
using
big.
it. Hmm?
Do you really? You're exposing something big right there. There's
Yeah.
probably, I would like, I feel like I'm probably underestimating, but I bet there's tens of millions of guys in America right now that are just talking to these hobots on Snapchat, on Facebook Messenger, and maybe they're real girls, but they all have OnlyFans, and they got 30 guys they're trying to get to give them $50 every day, and it's like, watching the system roll out with the with modern technology, and how many guys just don't have the IQ, or maybe they don't care. They're like, oh fuck it,
Well, that's
girls
the thing.
paying
Okay, so that's the
fuck
thing.
it.
Exactly. Okay, so here's the thing. He meets her on the internet. No, not no. He meets this girl on the internet. Number one, that's a red flag. Never meet bitches on the internet like that. Like, okay, if you're gonna fuck 'em, but don't just like, oh, fall in love and then let her come stay at your house. Because now she stays at her house almost every fucking night, bro. Obviously, eating all your food. Obviously, he takes her out all over the place and shit. Obviously, he's paying for all this shit. Yo, she's literally using the guy just to enjoy her stay in fucking wherever she's staying. Crazy.
Yep. I've tried to explain this. Like, I've had talks with my dad about this, but like, the idea is like, if you're pursuing your goals, right? If you're putting yourself in environments where you have to work hard to get there, that like you can think about how I can put myself in environments where I'm going to find girls that are probably at a higher standard. And talk earlier when I was saying like finding more mature girls, like that's kind of where I target it. Like, I'm never at a bar, I'm never anywhere, but if I do find a girl, it's usually like in a workplace, or maybe I was out trying to make money in IT, or at the library or some shit. Like, that's where I normally find girls now, and it's like fewer and far between, but definitely way more quality.
I don't know. I'm gonna be a biggest man whore. After this girl, guys, she broke my heart, man. I gotta be the biggest man fucking whore in the world. I'm gonna unleash the beast on bitches.
Bro, public library is fire.
Nah, man. I'm literally. I know I can pick. I'm the type of guy pick up bitches at the bar. It's not a problem.
I'm joking, literally. Like,
No, 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 no. But I'm not joking. I pick up bitches at the bar.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
I've
yeah.
done that all my life. I was like, but and that's the thing. Like I've done that enough at a younger age where I ran into some fucking bullshit with this one bitch, right? Where it kind of like helped me stop for a while, and I did stop for a while. Like I completely cut bitches off for a while, and then I swear to God, ran up this girl. And she kissed me first too. I was like, holy fuck. Like she made the crazy move too. She made the moves on me. I'm like, wow. Thinking about it too, it's like this girl's a pro. God damn. And when I'm talking about pro, like, yo, bro, the first time me and her had sex, like it was like porn star sex. Like, cause I am 6'5", right? And I am fucking like muscular, like I'm fit, like I train every day, right? So like when I'm talking about I fucking smashed her the first night, I'm talking about 5 hours of me just fucking working her.
So glad
Straight
to hear that.
up. No, you don't understand. Like I fucking destroyed her that night. It was like the best night ever. And then obviously there was multiple nights after that night, obviously. But yo, then that fucking never say the love word with these bitches, man. Cause on the third night, both of us, we were saying the craziest shit to each other, right? And then as the shit started going off, fucking off. You know what I mean?
The honeymoon phase.
Never say the love words, man. Fuck that shit.
Gotta watch out for the honeymoon phase, man. Any man can catch it at any time.
No, but it's rough, bro. It's rough
Yeah.
because this girl's smoking hot. Like you don't understand. She's like smoking hot. Fucking retarded.
Yep. Like, I think the brain changes chemically when you get around a girl you're really attracted to.
It's
Like, that's
something happens because I fucking don't know what the fuck's happening because you don't know. But it's like no. But here's the thing: like mine and her numerology match up. She's born the year of the rabbit. I'm born the year of the rabbit. Like we're so compatible in like just the astrology shit. You know, it's like fuck me, man. And not only that, then the whole spiritual, the one when me and her are fucking, and then there's eye contact, just there's soul connection there. It's so fucking intense, and that's why she got scared, and that's why I'm not scared of anything.
Dude, I've
She's
probably lost so many girls trying to talk
oh
about
bitch.
satanic symbolism in the zodiac signs.
Well,
Like,
there's
not
no
even
I don't care about the Satanism. I don't give a fuck. I'm talking about the actual shit. I read the shit, right?
right.
So what I'm telling you, and the timing, of how it all happened, how I met her, etc., etc. You know what I mean? Just the way my life is fucking, and how this bitch still in my life. She's still in my life somehow, because I'm gonna see her tomorrow. I'm gonna see her after tomorrow, I think. You know what I mean? So, and I'm like fucking so confused about the situation because God brought me this bitch. Fuck.
I mean, that shit's real for sure. Like the connections with the frequencies where the planets are and when you're born, like
There's
100%.
no
It's just about
planets,
how they
man. They're moving stars. You know, it's if you the astrology only works on
one second.
on an extended plane, bro. Not the fucking heliocentric shit.
Well, even in or non-heliocentric, right? Like
You
just
gotta
thinking about
understand.
flat Earth.
No, listen. It does not work on the fucking like those rocks millions of miles away would not affect you. Okay,
Well,
listen.
they're not rocks. They're
Oh,
frequency states.
okay, listen. What I'm trying to tell you, we live on a plane, extended plane, right? And all those like moving stars and shit above us, right? They like make circles and shit, right? They make patterns. They make like sacred geometry. They make all kinds of shit, right? So it's cycles, right? So what I assume, this is my assumption of how this happens, right? There's a whole bunch of people from the past, they would study these little fucking patterns. And then they would note them down and mark them down. And then they would notice that shit would start happening during certain times, right? And in certain patterns. And they would mark that shit down. Or let's say a whole bunch of people are born on a certain date, right? And then they have a certain same characteristics, et cetera, right? So over time, this information just keeps fucking accumulating. And just because just the massive data, right? Over the thousands of years. I mean, it gets kind of more detailed, right? Maybe it's not fucking 100% accurate, but there's still certain like degree of accuracy over time. You know what I mean? To
Yeah.
certain things. So, for example, when they say, oh, Aries people have certain traits, like Aries is the god of war, ruled by Mars, which is fucking planet of sex and war, right? So, like, and then you see Aries people, they're very fiery, like real Aries, not like fake Aries, the real Aries. Like, you'll really see what they're like really fucking loud, proud, fucking, you know what I mean? Always in front, always ready to fight, you know? Aries. So that's
No,
what
I
I'm
mean the
trying
only
to
reason
explain to you.
the, the only reason I bring up the satanic symbolism, it's similar to like the gun analogy, right? Like bad men can use any apparatus. They can use devices. They could, if magic was real, they could use magic to do bad things. But it doesn't make magic bad. It doesn't
Well,
make
I can
guns
revert.
bad.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I can say exactly that about fucking all of religion for pretty much fucking Christianity, Judaism, and fucking Muslims. Right? I can literally tell you that all of them are Satan worshippers because they all fucking worship the cube, right? So the six-sided star, right? The fucking thing, that's Saturn, right? You
Yep.
know that Star of David, that's fucking Saturn, right? The cross, you fold the cross, it becomes a cube. Saturn again. And then they fucking the Muslims with that fucking black fucking cube in the middle that they fucking walk around. Boom, again, Saturn. So they're all Saturn worshippers. Saturn is Satan. There you go. And that's your history of religion. So
Yeah.
everybody prays to fucking Satan every day, and nobody knows that. Here's
Literally.
another.
And it literally
Here's
says, I mean, we have warning that he's gonna reign over the world and take over the principalities and powers. So the fact that people continue to rely on the world and what man-made religion says about where they're from is pretty wild.
And that's why I don't, and every time people bring up like Bibles and stuff, I'm like, friends, you guys are reading words of men. You know, God is in you. And like, see, God came to me. I don't read no fire. I don't need religion. I know God though. Like, I know God. Right? But I don't need religion. I don't need churches. I don't need all that shit. I don't need nobody to tell me anything because God already told me. So I already know what I have to do with my life. You know what I mean? Because God already fucking told me.
And biblically, it says like you're supposed to have an individual walk with the Holy Spirit, and He's gonna know your heart. He's gonna know who you are and how to communicate with you specifically,
Oh
and
yeah.
that's for your ears to hear, right? And so that's why I think a lot of people who have realized there's probably a creator and there's something I'm connecting to that no man-made religion can quite nail down is because I mean that's exactly it. There's these man-made filters, people who have had experiences and they've come forward and made ultimatums, and like all the different extremities of Christianity are just to me are pretty crazy. Even though I believe in certain things that some of them all believe, but I don't believe in any one thing. I think they just create these random barriers against each other. Like, why don't we have an entire one wholesome community around the biblical gospel? Well, because humans have come in and done something else with it.
But anyways, yeah, religion is divide and conquer too. So they divided lots of fucking cultures and shit and races with religion. To control, obviously, easier to control smaller populations, right? And easier to tell this population, oh, that population is talking shit about your population. Let's go to war.
But you have to be a little bit careful with being totally biased to anything, I think, because we have a lot of evidence too that they've been using majority of the truth and then obfuscating the major parts of it in order to retain that control. So like with ultimate like with an open source access to all the ancient texts we have about our history and stuff, it'd be likely that humans would be more united around where we're from and what
Well,
to
here's the
believe.
thing, ancient texts. I mean, these translations of ancient texts and history is also like all fucking messed up and shit. So nobody really knows. Even fucking, can't really tell me a lot of shit that happened in World War II. No, you can't even. Nobody really knows what happened in World War II. It's all fucking propaganda, bro. All I know is a lot of people died, right? There you go. But like specific details, man. Ah, man, who was the good guy? Who was the bad guy? Who instigated what? Nah, man, they're not gonna tell you any of that shit.
Yep, the good guy was whoever won and got to control the history books.
Hmm. Well, there you go. Right? Now, do you think the good guys won? The real good guys?
Exactly not.
No, man. 30 million fucking Russians were killed, bro.
Horrible.
Well, I mean, fuck. They're genociding the Ukrainians and Russians as we speak, right? So, what is
Yep.
horrible? Nobody even gives a fuck. Nobody, nobody gives a fuck.
Yep. And what I find some things that have led me to have a more foundational faith and to trust in some scripture is knowing the accuracy of the Bible compared to any other text on the planet in humanity. Like Homer's Odyssey is like 33% accurate if you take copies throughout history, different copies we found from different times and different areas. But the Bible is over 97% accurate, and there's nothing else you can even compare that. So
Yeah,
How do you, what do you mean by accuracy? What do you mean?
and can I rip out that real quick? I just wanted to say that like our history is written by the church, so it kind of makes sense that they would align it with the Bible. It's not a, I don't find it to be a very strong argument.
well, the problem the sources, the diversity of the sources of this text. So, like example, the Dead Sea Scrolls found a copy of the Book of Esther that's older than any other piece of or a copy of books of the Bible ever, and it matches. It's like 90. It was closer. It was like 99% accurate to the current copy of the Book of Esther. So there's just constant, kind of outliers that keep lining up with it too. And there's examples of Bibles like the mainstream bishops, like the high level bishops, during I think it's like 1600s to like 1650 when they first were translating it. Um, there's irrefutable evidence that they allowed only a sanitized version to be translated. So, and the common denominator with that is that they believed there was a certain divinity to the process of directly communicating with God, right? So they had taken out everything that basically showed there was an individual relationship to be had, right? That you didn't need to go to confession, that you didn't need church, that you didn't need all these things that they've tricked us that we need. To me, that's the big breakup, right? And I still, like, I'm not, you know, biased, like a bias pro Southern Baptist Christian at this point, but I'm pretty heavy in hope and belief, and have more faith, I think, in most people now from all this. Kind of realizing there's definitely a history around that. There's something important about it. And the fact that it's been used to control people's exact, all right, like the best source of information we have for our past, that's the one thing the enemy would attack the most.
10 seconds.
So for me, I think there's some discernment to be had and filtering through the, okay, yeah, there's
3,
heavy
1.
misinformation around it. It's been decoded incorrectly by a bunch of men and a bunch of different religions, but maybe there is some truth there for each of us to be had. I think that's where I'm at with it.
Did you know that most like ancient classical texts didn't show up until the Renaissance? So it kind of like it makes them really, really suspect. So like all the historical records, are a large majority at least, didn't even show up till the Renaissance. They just claimed to have a copy of the original.
Yeah, the World Fair bait and switch. Not to discredit what you said, but just a line. Have you ever heard of the show The Librarians?
Nah.
It's like fucking, I don't know, just one of those like, kind of like Supernatural, kind of in that format. It's like a group of people you follow that are solving crimes. But in this show, there's like a secret library they protect, and one of the copies of the books that gets introduced is like the real copy of Isaac Newton's theory of mathematics, and it's like it's completely based off like Atlantis. Right, it's totally based on this totally different line of history that they basically, you know, theoretically would have been erased at that certain point.
Did you know that Isaac Newton was also like a really big historical revisionist at his time?
Not really.
Yeah, I'm learning about it currently. There's a Russian mathematician named Anatoly Fomenko, and he got into history because he was like doing some sort of research on astronomical observations, and then realized that the astronomical observations and like whatever historical texts don't align at all. And so then he ends up going down a rabbit hole where he starts like looking at basically he starts with Scaliger is the name. He's pretty much the one that like almost all chronology comes from, is sourced from Scaliger. And he starts like looking at all the historical events, and then realizes that they are repeating the exact same stories over and over again, just like changing up the names a little bit or one more extra year. And so he like statistically debunks the possibility that all these things form a pattern. And his main summary is that like, you know, they just made it up. And he tries to push up Roman and Greek history up like 1,000 years essentially, which is kind of crazy.
And like following that vein, that would mean that like, well, it's not a correlation, but it also makes me think of like, okay, so that would mean you could start thinking of, if something is so accurate, it probably means it was maintained. Does that make sense? Like, you would be seeing the signature of some sort of maintenance.
I don't quite understand what you're saying now.
Like, just kind of playing devil's advocate on the accuracy of the text that I brought up earlier. That could just be evidence that it's been like maintained. Like, oh, yep, so accurate. Of course it is.
Yeah. That was kind of where I was going with it. That literally, the historical record is designed to fit within the context of biblical history.
Something that really caught my attention over the years is the common denominators with like the Anunnaki, the Gospel, the Sumerians. With like the craziness is you can see the transposition with like Quetzalcoatl, what is his freaking name? The A word for the demon, and then up to Hermes. There's like 3 or 4 gods that they named, and they're all of these the same, basically the same messenger god. Right, but like mainstream historical references don't really like align those with just being the same god in different culture, different name. If that makes sense. They give them their each unique identity. But if you look through it like the filter, like you said, or that guy, what was his name? Aerosol? The Russian guy?
Anatoly Fomenko.
Anatoly Fomenko? He, like seeing those things not line up should have been a big red flag, like for a lot of people, but I think to get funding and to get credibility, you gotta prove somebody more successful than you, their idea is right, so you can get funded. What do you think about the Smithsonian?
Oh, dude, I was actually in DC recently, and I was just like looking at their Smithsonian. Sorry, I just choked on water. But I was looking at the Smithsonian. I can't even say it, but you know, I was looking at their building, and of course they have like the horseman outside the front, and it's like really like Tartarian or like old world type building. It looks like something adopted, and it's just like, of course, it's always perfect when it's like a museum adopts these old buildings, because they force you to look at like the new narrative rather than the old narrative that is the building itself.
Yep. And every time they renovate, they uncover like 4 foundations they're building on top of. There's been some Anons that went and mapped these foundations and showed like why is there no historical reference to the foundation at the bottom? There's nothing. I find stuff like that very credible for like the old world theory and the Cabbage Patch theory, the orphaning, reseeding of civilization, blah blah blah.
I think one of the biggest evidences of like other species, other intelligent species, are the really large catacombs and like the underground. I mean, there's miles and miles of underground tunnels that, I mean, there's no way that they could light it up or anything. It doesn't seem like they're designed for humans to live or even operate through, by any extent. Like, if they had the technology at that time to make these tunnels and make them like livable for humans, like where to go? Or it's just like they aren't human, so it makes sense for them. It's kind of where I'm at.
Yeah. It also kind of looks like they may have been places to survive floods. Not permanent living structures, but invested enough.
I feel like I would want to be above the ground for a flood, you know? I don't want to be, like, get a leak.
Well, 5 Mile High wall of water is the conspiracy this is based on. It would be the only reason that people think this is because the way the tunnels are shaped, it would create like an air siphon. So the flood would create like a strong stream through one main channel and leave most of the, you know, the edges, extremities like an air gap. It'd be pulling air through it and allowing the water to like siphon through the middle, no matter how, you know, it'd be like a snorkel kind of, you know, you can't actually suck water into a snorkel. Similar to that, because some of the caves are built on, so like in the United States, it's like the east side of like large mountains or large hillsides, so that would have been the opposite side of the side the ocean would be sweeping across if it was coming from the west coast, right? So it'd be going west to east, and it would hit the mountain and flow around it. So they would get the chance for that water to flow through the siphon in the tunnel. But that's not even, there's only a couple of the tunnel systems I've found that you can actually see that the water would siphon like that. There's a lot of them that are really expansive that are just deep holes, you know what I mean? Like just deep cave systems, so. But it looks like most of these societies, or not societies, the civilizations that also have the common denominators with our origins, they seem to know about this flood event. They seem to know about some sort of cyclical, catastrophic event.
Why do you think it's cyclical?
Because they're talking about it occurring previously, like they had known about it, they were warned about it from their ancestors, and then they experienced it. And their ancestors were able to tell them that it happened on this certain like positioning of, you know, where the stars were in the sky and stuff like this. Have you seen the whole pole shift theory or like suspicious observers?
Like, are you talking about like the CIA doc or book or whatever that came out, like Adam and Eve or whatever?
Oh yeah, that fits. I just usually don't go that route instantly because it's like we know it's sanitized. There's some aspect to it that they basically refused to connect it to any like meaningful evidence we could use to prove it's a sun cycle, stuff like that. But no, yeah, that's it. There's a guy, Suspicious Observer, on YouTube. His name's Ben, and he's been doing some insane research showing that it's a cyclical nature of the sun, that it coughs, basically. Like, that's just a term they use, but it'd be like a mini nova. Like, it expels its outer shell. You know, the part of Earth that's facing the sun gets hit with this cloud of supercharged particles and dust, which basically instant boils the surface of the oceans, like scalds the land masses. And then the opposite side of the planet, as a result of like hyper evaporation from the other side, from the sun hitting it, you know, it just starts raining across the planet, so it starts kind of flooding, everything gets oversaturated. But kind of around like the same, you know, 1 to 4 hour time sequence, there's a guy, Doug Vaught, that does a model of this. He shows how long it would be within a couple hours, the tectonic plates, like there's a charge in the mantle that keeps the crust rigid. Like, it allows it to kind of flow instead of just sliding freely. That charge would be canceled out because we'd be getting hit by such a strong EMP blast, basically. And that charge going away for a short time will cause the crust to like spin freely. So the water is gonna like the ocean water is literally just gonna slosh across the planet. Like if you take a bowl of water and slosh it around. And that's what I believe these ancient texts are referring to, and all of these civilizations are talking about, is that big event. And I didn't take it that serious until I saw the Doug Vaught breakdown. He's done tens of thousands of hours into his 70s, showing all the data of this event, and it's real scary. I think it's going to happen in 2046, so.
I'm always skeptical of doomsday prophecies. But would you link it so I can see what?
Yeah, it's really crazy information.
Hostile forces are victorious.
Like, one of the pieces is he shows these glass beads that are on the surface of the moon and Earth, and he shows under a microscope. He did his own like research on them. He shows the scars from the charged particles, and he shows all his data and stuff. How he proves that these charged particles can only be created by an event like this from the sun. Hey, what's your username? Is it Elia?
Nah, Carrot Chaser.
Okay. I just linked it to you. Oh,
Thank you.
I had to add you as a friend first. Oh, I sent it to the wrong freaking person. Wait, Carrot Chaser, right?
Yeah, I just accepted your friend request.
Oh, okay. I have a theory about this channel I just shared with you. He's got under 50,000 subscribers. But if you like look at his comments, there's